Mara has very strong biotic abilities.
What was the name of the ship she left on?
Go to hell.
Read her Bible. Is that the one?
Screw that, bitch.
Wow, down she goes. And she's sitting and meditating.
Let's see what you got there.
An iPad.
Interesting.
Ooh. Alright, this could take a while. Whoa, that's not fair. Oh man, she's relentless. That's it. Dodge, dodge, dip, duck, dive, and watch out for the red. Oh, she is definitely difficult. Holy shit. And throw ours. Ooh. Oh, alright. I wasn't expecting that. Oh dear. Yeah. Oh, we running.
Let's go.
Oh boy, we running. Sprint! Oh, she's back. Don't let your side quests get tangled with your main quest. Oh man, we gotta fight the police? Why are we fighting police for this?
Give her hell!
Well, that had some plot twists I wasn't expecting. Oh, that kind of matches the setting for like a nomad camp and just sort of chilling and doing whatever. I'm pretty sure that is in fact a game glitch, not an intentional result. Alright, so I've just flown in on this car, managed to not hit any of the mines that are apparently in this minefield. Boom. Nice car. Be a shame if it was to blow up! Oh, don't hit the pedestrian.
Good morning, night city, a day in the light.
Feel like we did that the hard way, but never mind, we're here now. They're in all the games and none of the movies.
Use the Force.
This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen.
You have a great time watching me die over and over. Yeah! Epicness, that's better. Ah, get out of the green shit. Alright, we're just gonna come for you. Ho 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 ho! Yes! Yes! Okay, why are we here and shouldn't we be battling the Darkspawn?
The Darkspawn are gone, remember?
We'll get it. Could my companions be on one of the islands?
I don't know.
I thought you'd given up. Why are you so excited?
I don't know.
Boom. Oh. Hit him.
The anger
Ooh.
fading. I am free.
Oh, nearly got it. Get it. Get it. Oh, you don't need that head anymore. You're not using it correctly. Fireball. I love Fireball. It's definitely my favorite spell in this entire game. It's so good. Such destruction and knockdowniness. Doggo. Oh, who's this? Who the hell are you? Why are you in here in my ex-girlfriend's home? Oh, Doggo's happy to see him.
Hello, doggy.
Into the dodgy basement.
Hear me roar!
I am mage, hear me roar. You tell him, Finn. We do a big nice Ice Nova, yeah. Oh, nice clean decapitation. That's how we do it. Yeah, so they were hiding from the Tevinter Imperium. Well, that's fair. Those Tevinters really are knobs, aren't they? Over the bridge and far away. Doggo's on the mage. Yeah, he's the good boy. Yes. Battle mage down. There we go. Cool. I get how it works now. I'm a little bit slow. Hey, babe. So, what's up? The hell was that? That exploded. Stop hitting Morrigan. Is this one. And we fight a Fade Rifter. Oh, let's run like a doofus. Boom, boom, slash. Got him. Wow. See? Mages. Dangerous. We can fight him down. Nice work. That's good teamwork. So you would always know where I am.
It's not to track you, you understand?
Ooh.
Is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Yes, how come you have an Australian accent like me? Hello. Nice office.
Commander Shepard.
Do you have any orders?
Yeah, don't be a dick, I guess.
Excuse me. Backup systems.
Out of here, dickhead. You've got the kitty as well. When she's being nice. Oh, look out! Oh, super dead now. Damn. Knock out his armor, then I can knock him down. Here we go. Suck on this, dickhead.
About to get hot.
Yes. Here he is. Our boy, Joker! Seth Green.
Just like old times, huh?
Somehow use my sister to get higher ranks. We'll have to find out. Oh, knock it off. Haven't I told you not to talk about my sister that way? This ain't no hentai game. Calm down. I meant the plural. What is the plural for Santa Clauses? And is there a collective noun for Santa Clauses? Santai. Alright, cool. The plural for Santa is Santai. I like it. And what's the collective noun? A sack? A sack of Santai. A Christmas of Santai. Oh, that's a good one, Don. Well, I don't exactly have a house, you see?
My apologies.
I will not. My victories have earned me your respect.
Your skills are impressive.
I'm the victim here. I was kidnapped.
You do not speak until the Shapers have judged you.
Something's coming. Something's on its way. Mountains are crumbling like statues of clay. Something's on its way into the darkness. We are one. Into the darkness. We almost run.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. Hope we're all doing well. Hope we're all surviving well in the new year. Hopefully the new year is good to you so far. I think we're all a bit nervous as to how 2022 is going to turn out, but we'll just have to wait and see. Thank you for coming along. This will be our second stream, our second session in Dragon Age Inquisition. So still a bit new at the game. Although in between streams, I've done a little bit of exploration, a little bit of inventory and leveling up management. I realized that the hinterlands that we're running around with is quite a big area, and also has some higher level spots as well, because I ran into a dragon, and that pretty much annihilated us. So I ran away from that. But we'll give it a crack. And 8,000 new cases today in Melbourne, which is not good, although I'm hoping that they're all mild cases because I think we're like 80 or 90% vaccinated in Melbourne, right? So theoretically, even high case numbers should be less of an issue moving forward, right? Because people should only have minor symptoms and recover quickly, right? In theory, I don't know. I'm not a virologist. I don't know enough about it. And yeah, Vito, sorry. I thought I'll do a different t-shirt tonight. I'll go the light hat and the light shirt for the black background, but I keep forgetting that my yellow writing on my Cyberpunk shirt upsets the green screen and you can see through me. You can see through my soul. So apologies for that. Hopefully it's not too distracting. Cool. All right, so tonight we're going to crack on. Let's load up. So we'll do finish a couple of the side missions in the hinterlands that we started in last night's session. And then we'll head back to Haven. I think there's something to do with the Chantry we need to talk to, and see if they're gonna team up or be dicks. I can't remember. We'll find out. We'll see how we go. Onto the main view, into the business. Right, so where we are is I've moved us... I'm so prepared today. I've moved us up here. So this is where we were previously running around this farm area last night. This is where we got the horses, and we did the horse time trial thing. Now, they had an issue with wolves, so we're going to try and clear out some of the troublesome wolves. And then the other guy at the farm wants to build watchtowers, so we'll see what that's all about soon as well. And then once we've done those quests, we might bail and head back to Haven. You can see where I've explored in the meantime. Some of these areas are too high level for us at the moment. We just get annihilated when we walk out there, so we'll have to come back and clear more of it when we're leveled up further, but I'm guessing that's what you're meant to do in this game anyway. So that's cool. Let us crack on and kill some damn evil wolves. Or possibly amped up wolves, because I think one of the NPCs was mentioning that the wolves are acting weird. Normally, you know, you come at them with a sword and a flaming torch and they run away, but they're more vicious now. Well, they've got green glowing eyes, so that's not a good sign. Oh, that was cool. No, focus on this one. Focus fire. I've also set some tactics, which hopefully will work to our favor as well. Need to aim this fire about there.
Master Dennett's wife warned us about.
Yes, that's why we're here, Varric. Horsemaster Dennett's wife warned us about this. She asked us to clear him out, Varric. That's why we're here. To be heroes. Cool. I've tweaked the tactics and behaviors a little bit too, so everyone should be attacking whoever I have targeted, which is great. Means I don't have to do micromanagement like I did to in Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2, so that's nice. And Cassandra is going to run around protecting me, where I'll be theoretically the closest than the other party members right now. So if we're near enough to a melee... for her to melee someone, she'll run in and fight, but if they're too far away, she should theoretically stand next to me, ready to guard me. But we'll see what happens. It was working earlier. Doesn't mean it's going to work well moving forward. Alright, so trouble with wolves. Into a cave. Come on, you beasties. What are you up to?
Could be the lair of our strange wolves.
I believe it is the lair of the strange wolves. That's why we're here. And we grab the elf root, don't worry. I've been collecting a lot of plants, especially elf root, in between streams as well, whilst exploring. Finish him off, there we go.
The demon!
I'm getting a little bit better at target management, I think. We'll be a bit better once we level up a bit more as well. Hang on, slice it. That's better. 500 damage, cop that. Let's do another flamey flame here. Yes, that worked. We should do a shield for everyone as well, because Solus's shield is worn off. Alright. Cool. Now, I am open to hints, tips.
The farmers should be safe from the wolves.
I expect the wolves are also pleased to be freed from the demon's control.
That's a lot of howling. Are the wolves going to leave everyone alone now? So yes, I remain open to tips and suggestions, because this is a big game, and I don't necessarily know the best way to do things or the best places to go. And there we go. But how's everyone's first week into the new year going so far? Going smoothly, I hope. Relatively cruisy. I know a lot of people have been taking time off from work, so that's usually good. For some people like Frosty, I know that Frosty's had to do extra work because everyone else has been away. It's going smooth, Vito. Excellent. I enjoyed watching Vito's stream for a bit earlier as well. I tuned in whilst Vito was playing Farming Simulator. It's quite cool to watch, especially seeing all the epic machinery that he's now got. He knows what he's doing. So if you do want a nice sort of chill out session, yeah, tune into Big Vito on his channel, especially when he's playing Farming Simulator, because it's just a good vibe. It's a good hanging out vibe. So thanks for that, Vito. That was a good session. And Mr. Nobody, you're doing well. That's good. It was also great to hear your voice on Vito's stream too. That was pretty cool. Maybe I need to do voice sessions at some stage. Try that out. All right, so we're finished here now. This is another cave area we want to try and get to for a different quest. So we won't do that right now. Let's fast travel back to the farm and hand in the wolf quest. We'll see what needs to happen. More holidays are needed. I totally agree. Oh, I'm back to work tomorrow as well. I want more holidays. Always more holidays. Hopefully, for everyone who is going back to work, hopefully it's a gradual ramp up. So like a, quiet couple of days and easing back into it. Not having to, No word for me. Go away. I'm busy. Not having to jump straight back in the deep end after having a week and a half off or something. This is what we should be tracking. Track the correct quest. Hinterlands, trouble with wolves, set active. There we go. Now we're in business. Yeah, so Vito flipped the trailer. So he had these massive logging trailers full of big-ass logs. It looked amazing. And then he stacked it. Flipped it, lost everything, tipped everywhere. But, of course, he recovered. But good to see I'm not the only one who has issues with these kinds of things.
We should search the area.
Why are we searching the area? No, we're good for now. Elena.
You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe again.
Did.
The wolves should be back to normal now. There shouldn't be any further trouble.
That's good to hear. I'll send word to the farmers and let my husband know what you've done. It may not seem like much, but you've given this land hope it desperately needed. Thank you.
That's what we do. We are heroic. Oh, so that quest is done. Now, someone here wanted to do something about building towers or some shit, so let's go talk to them. Danny, my minimap is flashing orange. There's a hidden item. Oh, okay. Well, there's a loot chest in there that we can't get to yet. I didn't notice. Ah, so like this. This is what you mean? Thank you for the tip, Danny. That is exactly the information I need. Will it show up when I do a search ping? Search ping's a bit like, The Witcher. What kind of epic loots are we looking for?
Those demon-cursed wolves. Should be safer for our farmers now.
Yes, indeed, Mr. Dennett. Nothing in here. Or was that... that loot? For a second I thought that loot highlighted, but it did not. So we are flashing orange still. Something to interact with there, which is Elena. We go back here. So this is why Solus or whoever mentioned something about searching. You can see there's a ping. No, that's just a plant. Oh man, this is a big area that it's still flashing. Okay, now it stopped flashing. Well, those could be annoying to find. Cool. Well, I will probably look for this, whatever it is, in between streams, because no one wants to watch me run around in circles for an hour, right?
I've put out the call to the farmers. I appreciate you driving those wolves away.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Elena. Cool, cool, cool. All right. So that's interesting. I'll need to keep an eye out for map radar glowingness. Cool. Well, I'm interested to see what happens there. All right, so let's crack on with this next quest. The setting up defenses in this area. Bron.
If those refugees are going to defend themselves, they'll need real defenses. I've got a few ideas.
What have you got?
You said you had a way to help the refugees.
I do. There are too many hills in these parts. Good places for raiders and bandits to gather. I've marked good spots on the map. You set up watchtowers there. I'll talk to the master and get your people weapons.
That sounds good.
Farewell.
Sparkle Sauce, welcome! Yes, the graphics are quite nice in this. I haven't had to do much for uplifting them with mods. Only a few mods installed. Alright, so this is where we're going. Let's set this to be our active quest. Farmland security, set active. That's where we're going. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's just fast travel here because we can, and it saves us time. So what I'll probably be doing most of the time is exploring as much of new areas as I can in between streams, so a lot of the grindy bits are done and fast travel locations are unlocked. Oh, come on. And then I will immediately lose any efficiencies gained by running the wrong way. So we're just going to mark the locations. Do we actually make anything get built? Find out. Here. Oh, I should have whipped out my horse. I forgot I've got a horsey. Mark it. Well, that was thrilling. One location done. Alright, so we're just going to mark more locations. Okie dokie. Why don't we travel to those? So we'll travel to this camp, run north, run west, turn it in, carry on. No mods that would disappoint Shade. Don't worry, I've got a few mods on. We're never fully modless. We're never fully naked. Or vanilla. Why can we play Skyrim? That's going to be modded off its tits. But it's going to look amazing. And it's going to function amazingly as well. He says, talking the big talk. Okay, so through here, there's lots of mages and Templars fighting each other. All right, let's get into it. Let's just wipe everyone out. Let's get the tree out of the way. Oh, I stepped on a trap. Or a rune. There's a melee guy here, but Cassandra's onto it. How is this guy still up? He's immune. He's immune to fire. Not immune to rocks in the face. He's got one hell of a protection spell going. Alright, fuck it. Let's hit the other guy then. And he's blocking stuff. Come on. What is going on? Is the game already bugged? Where we can't do damage to anyone. And now he's got a shield on. Go back to the mage dude. Something is wrong. No one can hurt each other. Although I can get hurt. Awesome. Well, we're running away from this and starting it again. Yay! Thank you, Frostbite Engine. Dodgy bastard. Come on, team. We're going up here. Maybe we'll just run past all of that shit. I don't think it benefits us anyway. Bypass the bullshit drama, because I think every time you load into the area, a lot of stuff respawns as well, which is kind of lame. There's a marky mark spot over here somewhere. Thing that is pretty cool is you can do big jumps off cliffs in your horse and no one gets hurt, including your horsey. Horsey is immune to fall damage. That is a cool superpower. Now, the issue we face is where is this damn marker we're trying to get to? Don't waste my time, game. Here somewhere. There you go. There's some great camera work. Here. Is it here? There it is. Done. And some elf roots. So grab that. Thank you. Jump back on the horse. Oh, let's fast travel here. No, we can't fast travel because we're too close to the damn combat. Come on, team, let's just run. I'm not going to gain anything from engaging. I don't even know if you get experience from just kills, do you? Oops, maybe I should not have engaged this guy because it got the attention of those guys. Sorry, we can still run away. Get away from me.
The mages and the Templars chose a poor location for working out their differences.
Yes, well, it's because they're not going to work out their differences. They're just going to fight each other to the death. Both mages and Templars are being knobs at the moment, I reckon. So I do see some of the grindiness with these side quests occasionally. I can see why some people don't like the way some of the filler content's done in this game. It's not too bad. Hopefully it's just not too drawn out whenever we need to do these activities. Build watchtowers operation available. Complete the watchtowers and the farms operation at the war table. So that's the next step of the quest, is it? Alright, in order to do that, we have to go back to Haven. Why don't we do that now? World map. Back to Haven. That's where the war table is. Alright. And I think there's a few people we haven't talked to here as well, so we'll check that out as well. Alrighty, Crossback Mountains. For example, we have not talked to Cassandra out here. Sparkle Sauce, you were watching, but super busy. That's okay, no problems. All good. Gossa moves, Cassandra. Yeah, total badass.
Ugh.
What? Oh, we can flirt with her.
You're kind of a force of nature, aren't you?
When I need to be.
It's impressive.
You flatter me.
I'm trying.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool. And they may be right.
What does your faith tell you?
I believe you are innocent. I believe more is going on here than we can see. And I believe no one else cares to do anything about it. They will stand in the fire and complain that it is hot. But is this the Maker's will? I can only guess.
Don't worry about the Maker. Just war around and we're calmly walking, chatting. No, these guys are training. So these are Inquisition soldiers standing around us that are training. They're not fighting each other, they're just training. So yeah, it's all good, don't worry. It's all totally fine.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not?
True.
I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
Can't say I'm not grateful to hear that.
I can be harsh, I know.
At least you're self-aware. But need to do something about it.
You've said you believe you're chosen. Does that mean you believe in the Maker?
No.
You're asking me?
You're not a follower of the Kyun. You could be... I suppose it doesn't matter now. I have to believe we were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
Cassie's accent sucks bat farts. It's like a slight French accent without being too over the top. Like Marjolaine's accent from Liliana's DLC content. That was a hefty accent. That was strong. All right, so we got Varric and well, let's talk to everyone on the way through, I suppose. Because Liliana's here, we can talk to Liliana. Wish we could team up with Liliana again. I loved her in Origins.
Need something?
Oh, we can ask about Hawk.
I read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Let's learn about Hawk.
Where are the rest of Hawk's associates now?
Meryl decided to look after the elves left homeless by the fighting. She's done a pretty good job of keeping them away from the mages and Templars, so far. I guess she has plenty of practice avoiding stupid human battles with her old Davis clan. Fenris has kept himself busy, hunting down the Tevinter slavers who came south to prey on the refugees.
Good.
I'm not sure exactly where he is at the moment. You can usually follow the trail of corpses, though. Isabella went back to the raiders. She's calling herself an admiral now. I don't know if she's actually in charge or just has a really big hat. Might be the same thing, honestly. Sebastian went back to Starkhaven. I'm sure he's boring all sorts of people there. Hawk's brother Carver is still in the Free Marches, helping the Kirkwall Guard keep order. Aveline is still guard captain. I'm pretty sure Kirkwall would fall into the sea if she quit her job.
Oh, yeah. Go Aveline. She's pretty awesome. Well, what else have you got, Varric?
Need something?
The Red Lyrium we found at the temple seemed to upset you.
My brother Bartrand and I sort of discovered Red Lyrium during an expedition in the Deep Roads. We located an ancient thaig, so old it barely looked dwarven. There was this idol there made of it. Bartrand brought it back to the surface, and, well, everything's gone downhill from there.
You can notice the size difference between Varric and us, yeah, especially being a Kunari talking to a dwarf. Massive difference. What is it?
So what is it? Just another kind of lyrium?
The red stuff is lyrium like a dragon is a lizard. It's not just a different color. It has a whole host of weirdness all its own. I've written to every mining cast house in Orzammar. No one's seen this stuff before or knows where it came from.
Interesting.
What makes it special?
Regular lyrium can mess you up pretty badly, but you have to ingest it for that to happen. Red lyrium messes with your mind when you're just near the stuff. You hear singing, get violent, paranoid, and then it does creepy shit. Makes things float, brings statues to life. It also turned Kirkwall's Knight Commander to lyrium. Everyone's been kept at least 100 paces from it since.
Yes, that was quite the finale with Meredith in Dragon Age 2.
How did the Red Lyrium get in the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I don't know. So as far as I knew, the only piece to make it to the surface was destroyed. And the location of the thaig it came from is a secret. Did someone find more of it in the Deep Roads? That's not a cheery thought.
I think that's enough on Red Lyrium.
Yeah, not really my favorite subject.
Buggle Sauce, you reckon you're Varric's height? No, I reckon you'd be a bit taller. He'd still be looking up to you, but maybe not as much. Like, that's a good, what, 2-foot difference there?
Need something?
Personal question.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
How do you and Cassandra know each other?
You heard about the Kirkwall Chantry being destroyed?
Mm-hmm.
The guy responsible used to be a friend of mine. The Seeker had questions about that, and I had answers.
And he had to narrate the whole of Dragon Age 2 as a result.
I'm not clear on your line of work. You're a merchant?
I'm a businessman. My family has a seat in the Dwarven Merchants Guild. Merchants buy and sell goods. Businessmen buy and sell stores. In my spare time, I manage a spy network, and occasionally, I write books.
Books? Well, are you going to write about our tales here? Probably.
If you've run a spy network, why is Leliana our spy master?
To be honest with you, she's just a better spy master. The truly great ones can keep their distance. They don't get attached to their people. Me, I always wind up babysitting my informants and worrying about their families. We're in better hands with her.
Because she's more callous, you reckon?
You're an author. What kind of books have you written?
I've tried my hands at a few genres. My crime serials are my most popular. Hard in Hightown, guards breaking the rules to get things done. The Tale of the Champion is the most famous thing I've written, or infamous maybe. I started a romance serial once, Swords and Shields, but to be honest, I don't have a knack for romances. Most of my stories end in tragedy. Probably that says something unfortunate about me personally.
Hard in Hightown makes me just think of...
Actually, we don't own shops. That was just an example. Mostly we invest in money lenders. Auction houses, a few mercenary companies, a couple of smithies. I think we own half a beet plantation in Ravane somewhere. Most of that's my brother's doing. Bartrand had business sense. Not much tact, but loads of business sense.
Oh, tell us about Bianca. But yeah, Hard in Hightown just makes me think of, what is it? The Lusty Argonian from from Skyrim or from the Elder Scrolls series. Basically, I think it sounds like a porno.
Where did you get that crossbow? I've never seen one like it.
Bianca, she's one of a kind. I got her off a guy in Darktown. Took me a week to pry his dead fingers off the stock.
Who is she named for?
I can't tell you.
Ooh.
And the reason for that is?
Complicated. It's the one story I'll never tell. We just have to leave it at that.
Mm-hmm.
Are you from Ferelden? Orlais?
Free Marches, born and raised in Kirkwall. And despite whatever you've heard, no, Kirkwall's not that bad.
Alright, well that's...
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
That's a good chat. Thanks, Varric. Cool. One thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to twiddle the audio a little bit. If I can. So, what do we want to do? We want to reduce sound effects a bit, reduce music further, because I was having issues on YouTube detecting copyrighted music again. God damn it. Let's try that. Might need to up the volume level in the game, but let's see how it goes. It's looking a little low. A little bit. Alright, so, I think Liliana's around here somewhere too. I want to chat to her. I think I've got some materials I can hand in to the quartermaster.
Can I help you with something?
No, hang on.
If I have material for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
Okay.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
Thank you. Oh, here we go. Requisition table.
I heard some...
Not enough. Okay, that's fine. We'll come back for that. Now, there's a crowd building over here outside the Chantry. What is everyone so cranky about? Calm down.
Your kind killed the most holy. Lies. Your kind let her die. Shut your mouth, mate!
Enough!
Knight Captain.
That is not my title. We are not Templars any longer. We are all part of the Inquisition.
Yes, go, Cullen.
What does that mean exactly?
Old twat pants.
Already, Chancellor. Haven't you done enough?
I'm curious, Commander, as to how your Inquisition and its herald will restore order as you've promised.
Of course you are. Back to your duties, all of you.
Yeah, okay. Well done, Cullen. Really hate this Chancellor guy. Really want to slap him.
Mages and Templars were already at war. Now they're blaming each other for the Divine's death.
Which is why we require a proper authority to guide them back to order.
Who? You? Random clerics who weren't important enough to be at the Conclave?
The Rebel Inquisition and its so-called Herald of Andraste? I think not.
I think so. Why can't we work together?
So far, you're the only one who's insisted we can't work together.
We might, if your Inquisition would recognize the Chantry's authority.
Yeah, of course.
There is no authority until another Divine is chosen.
In due time, Andraste will be our guide, not some dazed wanderer on a mountainside.
Okay.
Remind me why you're allowing the Chancellor to stay?
Clearly, your Templar knows where to draw the line.
He's toothless. There's no point turning him into a martyr simply because he runs at the mouth. The Chancellor's a good indicator of what to expect in Val Royeaux, however.
Ah, well that's where we're going soon, I think.
How widespread is the violence between mages and Templars?
Impossible to say.
Your organization flouting the Chantry's authority will not help matters.
With the Conclave destroyed, I imagine the war between mages and Templars is renewed with interest.
The mages and Templars are fighting, even though we don't know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
Exactly why all this should be left to a new Divine. If you are innocent, the Chantry will establish it as so.
Or we'll be happy to use someone as a scapegoat.
Exactly.
You think nobody cares about the truth? We all grieve Justinia's loss.
But you won't grieve if the Herald of Andraste is conveniently swept under a carpet.
Yes. They will happily blame us, take us out, and then somehow squabble amongst themselves for political power within the Chantry. Nope. Okay.
Don't let anyone riot while we're gone.
The walls will be standing when you return, I hope.
Thanks, Cullen. Alright, so I thought I saw... That's Cullen. Oh, Liliana. Yeah, Liliana's in front of us somewhere. We haven't spoken to her here yet. There she is. Vito, you're gonna get off here for a bit. Your eyes are hurting and you need to get some food. No problems, dude. You've had a pretty long session of streaming yourself. Hope you get some good food. Have a relax. We might catch you again soon. Thank you for dropping in. Liliana, what have you got for us?
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood? To die so that your will is done?
Nope.
Death your only blessing? You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
Well, for starters, stop stop crediting this Maker with everything. Like Sparkle Sauce, it's hard with the conversations with no one actually looking at each other to talk. Yeah. So the way I think it works is the main conversations are like this, where you see up close cinematics and movement and stuff. The lesser conversations seem to be just done at a distance, which is not as good.
How is this a game? Do you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
Because he's not real. They weren't really holy people. It's just a political thing. The Chantry is just a political party. I'm biased on this topic.
Don't ask me. I'm as baffled as you are. You probably don't even worship the Maker. Lucky. He asks a lot.
No, he doesn't.
Chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
Yes, exactly, because it's the Chantry that says these things, not the Maker himself. Oh, don't get me riled up. Okay, let's try and be delicate about it, I guess.
I'm sorry. Her death has clearly hit you hard. Not just me. All of us. She was the Divine. She led the faithful. She was the heart. If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the Divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
Well, you did do good things, though, Liliana. Just focus on the good things you did.
Maybe you have another purpose. I could help you find it. No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come. To work, then. We will speak later.
Alrighty. Rogelio, are we in the hinterlands? We were in the hinterlands. We just came back to Haven because we needed to go to the war table for setting up watchtowers. But yes, we have reached the hinterlands. We will be returning there at some stage.
Show me the route.
Now, I think we're going to go in here for the war table, right? Oh, is there things we can loot on our way in? Yoink.
When there was no sky, Maker, you were the sky. When there was no earth, you were the earth.
Oh,
when
no.
there was nothing.
Researcher Minave wishes to verify that the infections have decreased in number.
Yes. Thank you for your help.
What infections?
Are you happy this way? With everything you feel and dream cut away?
I no longer talk to dragons.
I see. Maker,
Let all
go with
repeat
you.
the chant of light.
You used to talk to dragons?
Dispels the
Can we talk to Giselle?
Greetings, Herald of Andraste. How fares your quest to seal the breach?
Trying.
I'm doing everything within my power.
A task, such as closing the breach, is a heavy burden. I hope you do not carry it alone. We remember Andraste, but Andraste did not carry the Chant of Light alone. She had generals, advisors, even her husband for a time. Do everything within your power, but remember those who would help you.
I do. I am. Ooh. Let's just say thank you.
I appreciate your insight, Mother Giselle.
Take it for whatever it is worth. You walk a difficult path, and there is little enough I can do to aid you. In any case, I pray this Inquisition proves less brutal than its predecessor.
What predecessor?
Do you know who the Grand Clerics will choose as the next Divine?
It is a difficult decision. All the obvious candidates perished with Divine Justinia at the Conclave. The Grand Clerics are terrified of the Inquisition. They will not decide soon, and I fear they will not decide wisely. Whoever is chosen needs the Inquisition's support. No one else seems likely to seal the breach.
Ooh, interesting. So we're gonna help, are we?
How are the people doing after what happened at the Conclave?
They are scared, of course. Many have lost homes or loved ones. I doubt many will sleep well until you have sealed the breach. I have offered what help I can. The rest is for the Inquisition. What more do you wish to know?
What about the Chantry?
I don't believe I've had the chance to speak candidly with a revered mother. Can you tell me about the Chantry?
Of course. Too many think that the Chant of Light should only be sung by humans. The truth is that knowledge of the Maker and Andraste should be open to all who wish to learn of him. We believe the Maker created us, and that mankind's sinful nature caused him to turn away. With Andraste's blessing, the Maker will forgive mankind once the Chant of Light is sung from all corners of this world.
Yes, of course. Get everyone into the Chantry and then he'll return.
Can you tell me about the original Inquisition?
The original Inquisition was formed after the First Blight, well before the Chantry as we know it. The Inquisitors were hunters, zealots, who tracked and killed cultists and dangerous mages. As Andraste rose to power, the Inquisition came into her service. Instead of hunting those who would do harm, the Inquisitors spread the Chant of Light by force.
Of course, yeah, just like the Crusades here on Earth, right?
It must be difficult to follow the Chant of Light knowing how it's spread.
Indeed. I have always believed that the Maker wished us to spread the Chant of Light by example, not violence. In any case, once the Chant of Light had spread far and wide, there was less need for zealots. The Inquisitors became the seekers of truth, and eventually the Templars.
What's the bird icon mean?
We're more zealous than the Templars and the Seekers. I suppose that explains Cassandra.
Do you know what impresses me most about the original Inquisition? They fought horrific battles, killed and died for their cause, and when it was time, they put their swords away. Perhaps the name was divine, Justinia's message, that when the Inquisition is needed, it will strike without mercy. But when its work is done, it will put its sword away.
Okay.
Is there anything I can do to help you or your people?
My healers would benefit from more supplies. We have run short of even common goods with so many wounded. If you could deliver this list and the items on it to Quartermaster Thren, she could get us what we need. It may not seem like much, but it would enable my healers to save many lives.
We'll get on it, don't you worry. Okay, that's enough talking to you.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this whole Chantry business, but interesting, they didn't start till after the first blight, which is after the Tevinter mages breached into the Fade and caused the first blight when they were shunned back out. Cool, alrighty, so how did I get my Kunari to look so great? Yours look like a Minecraft character? It took me a few goes. So the biggest thing was probably the hair. So this is a hair mod that I installed. It's just one single hair for the Kunari, and I really like it, and I'm pretty happy with it. The rest was just a lot of time taken using the sliders. I'm not using any custom complexions or appearances or hair textures. It's purely just this hair mesh that I've installed. It took a couple of goes. There was at least one other attempt that I posted on Discord that wasn't too bad, but others were much worse. But it took a while. It took a while. Yes, I have the DLCs. We've got all the DLCs. We'll be playing through those later as well. And yes, the interview being taken was not by Danny Frost, but by Frosty. So hopefully Frosty is able to tune in a little later and we can ask how it went. If it was happening today. I wasn't sure if it was happening today. Couldn't quite keep up with the chat when that was happening yesterday. So we bust through here. Oh, what is this?
The Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador, if you can't prove it was founded on Justinia's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day.
Why is he wearing a mask?
Allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked her life to slow the magic of the breach. Mistress Adar, this is Marquis Durelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven.
Oh?
How's Durelion lend Justinia these lands for pilgrimage? This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
Okay.
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denerim, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
Okay, let's see.
People have been injured. You can't just turn them out onto the snow.
And who benefits if they stay?
Divine Justinia, Marquis. The Inquisition, not the Chantry, is sheltering the pilgrims who mourn her.
Why is the Chantry ignoring the faithful?
Because it remains in shock.
It's useless. It's a dick.
We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
Also, hopefully true. If she was a good person, that's true.
I'll think on it, Lady Montillier. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Thank you. Dodgy mask, man. That's a shit mask, dude. Get rid of it.
Do the Durelions actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite their Ferelden relations, the Durelions are Orlesian.
He sounds
If
Orlesian.
Marquis wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
I'm so pleased the Marquis isn't tossing us out into the cold.
His Grace is only the first of many dignitaries we must contend with.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
May I ask, what brought you to work for the Inquisition?
Sister Leliana approached me. We've been acquainted for quite some time. For better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
Yeah.
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montelier.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas' politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths.
That'd be
But
good.
please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
All right. As you were, Josephine. Oh, research. What can we turn in?
We can use that.
Bowstring, apparently. Where's the damn war table?
Though you had granted them power over the very fate
Oh, they're
itself.
chanting. Oh, that's a bedroom. Oh, and we've leveled up. Yay.
They just
So is it in here? War room. That must be where it is. Because we need to get to the war table for the farmland security, and I think we're just going to go in here because it's the next step of the story anyway, so let's just do that. Shit camera angle. Save. Cool. Let's go in. Yep, that's a big-ass fancy map. Operations. You now have access to missions. Missions operations take time and bring the Inquisition resources and rewards. Only one mission per advisor can be active at a time. Some missions have a preferred type. Cool. This is where you can send, like, Liliana on a mission, and it might take an hour or something, and you can't use her for anything else until she returns. Something like that, right? But
There's nothing to do with fairness. We simply can't accommodate them if they bring that many servants.
I will speak to the Duchess. She can be reasoned with, after a fashion.
So, can we look at... This is where we can do perks and stuff. That's fine. We'll actually do want to do perks. Underworld knowledge. So apparently the first perk in each of these trees actually opens up dialogue options for you in random parts of the game. Underworld customs. Okay, what's the next one? Arcane knowledge. Dialogue with options related to the Fade or Arcane studies. We're probably going to do that one first. We're dealing a lot with the Fade at the moment, right? Nobility, politics, rhetoric, and those who wield them to best effect. Ah, nobles and politics. Maybe we should do that one because we are dealing with a lot of politics right now. And history. Opens up new dialogues, options related to history and the Chantry. Okay, that's also what we're dealing with right now. Okay, why don't we go with Chantry stuff? We're the one we're trying to talk to them, so let's get some history stuff. Very good. Heraldon. Hinterlands. Scout the hinterlands, yeah. There's something about... There we go. Build watchtowers. The refugees in the hinterlands face threats from bandits, demons, apostate mages, and Templar deserters. Building watchtowers in the area will help Inquisition forces ensure the safety. Requires an hour. Alright. So we can't get Liliana. We can send Josephine or Cullen. I'll just have that in short order. What does she say? There are nobles near Redcliffe who will gladly help the Inquisition if we make them an offer. Well, I don't know who's best to choose, so let's pick her. And Danny, Inquisition perks are where you unlock Deft Hands Fine Tools perk to unlock those doors. I did forget about that, yes.
Let us begin.
Need to get more Inquisition perks. We'll get them soon enough. So we've got more power, but we need more perks. So that's done. Oh, we all step away from the table. Okay. How do we progress the next story mission? Because it's something to do here, right? The threat remains. Word of the Inquisition's work in the hinterlands has spread. The Chantry clerics in Val Royeaux are ready to meet. That's what I thought we needed to do, because we did a bunch of good stuff in the hinterlands. So we go back into the war room. We travel to Val Royeaux. Okay, that's where we're going. That's where we're going. And next time we get a point, I'll try and remember to spend it on unlocking stuff. Thanks, Danny. Where is Val Royeaux? Is it in Ferelden?
We'll post soldiers a safe distance from the temple.
Our best guess at safe, anyway.
We can... Ah, you spend power for certain activities. Okay. Hard in Hightown 3, Varric's Revenge. That sounds fun, but we're not doing that yet. That's in progress. Scouting. Scouting, and the Bog Unicorn. Don't know what that is, but gather coin. Why don't we send Liliana to fetch us some money. Okay, so Val Royeaux sounds French, so maybe it's in Orlais then. There it is. Address the Chantry in Val Royeaux, spending 4 power points. Let's do it. The remaining Chantry clerics have declared the Inquisition heretical. They're calling us heretics. Of course they are, because it's not in their control. Attempts to gather allies against the breach have been rebuffed, and at this moment, we could not step foot into the capital without being attacked by a mob or arrested. We must convince the Chantry to permit us entry into the city so we can show them the Herald of Andraste is not just a monster as they believe. Recommended levels 4 to 7. Well, we are currently level 5, so let's do it.
Having the Herald address the clerics is not a terrible idea.
You can't be serious.
Mother Giselle isn't wrong. At the moment, the Chantry's only strength is that they are united in opinion. And we should ignore the danger to the Herald. Let's ask her.
I can take it.
What can they do? It's just talk.
Don't underestimate the power of their words. An angry mob will do you in just as quickly as a blade.
I will go with her.
Ask Geralt.
Mother Giselle said she could provide us names. Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now, we can't approach anyone for help with the breach. Use what influence we have to call the clerics together. Once they are ready, we will see this through.
Okay. Address the Chantry in Val Royeaux. The remaining Chantry clerics have declared... Oh, that's what I just read. Okay. Let's go. Let's do it. Story progression. Chantry political bullshit. Hopefully I don't get too angry at Chantry dickheads. We'll see. Alright, bring it on. Let's go. Oh, this is very beautiful.
The city still mourns.
I love their Chantry here, huh? Oh, nice hat.
Just a guess, Seeker, but I think they all know who we are.
Your skills of observation never fail to impress me, Varric.
My Lady Herald!
You're one of Leliana's people. What have you found?
The Chantry mothers await you, but so do a great many Templars.
There are Templars here?
People seem to think the Templars will protect them from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
Only one thing to do, then.
Let's do it. What kind of bullshit are we gonna have to deal with here? Codex unlocked.
To protect the people? From us?
How do I eavesdrop? Can't activate the...
We knew there would be some kind of reaction.
But I didn't expect the Templars to make an appearance.
The people may just be assuming what the Templars will do. I've heard of no concrete plans.
You think the Order's returned to the fold, maybe? To deal with us upstarts?
I know Lord Seeker Lucius. I can't imagine him coming to the Chantry's defense. Not after all that's occurred.
Let's just eavesdrop.
Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
As you say, my lady.
Okay. Set the correct quest as our active quest. Alrighty. Richard, how you doing, man? No matter where you are, politicians are still dicks. Yeah, I know. Everything is political. Yeah, there's a big breach in the sky, but we've got to make that political. You know, there's a virus who's been plaguing our planet, but that's got to become political too, doesn't it? That remind me. This is why I agree with Geralt. Always try and avoid getting involved, but ultimately, Geralt of Rivia in The Witcher always ends up getting sucked in and getting involved. These don't give us anything when we read them, so let's just carry on. Okay, so address the clerics, which is going to be up ahead over there. Let's have a quick look around here. More plaques to read. These are not giving us XP. Merchant.
Not open today. Not until this fast is over, at least. Too many swords out.
Fair enough. What about, what's that, a codex? That'll give us some experience. Yes. A lot of lore to read through.
Stand wary, guardsman. The Inquisition is here, along with the Herald of Andraste.
All you tossers with your masks. Tells a lot about your character. Can't trust who you are, and you're not game enough to show yourself. Oh, that's fast travel. We don't need to do that. More codex entries, more people. Alright.
Good people of Val Royal, hear me. Together, we mourn our divine. A naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery. You wonder what will become of a murderer. Well, wonder no more.
We are not the murderer.
Behold, the so-called Herald of Andraste, claiming to rise where our beloved fell. We say this is a false prophet, a wicked Kunari sent to subvert the Maker's word.
Ah, yes. They hate Kunari, don't they? So that's made it all worse. Sparkle Sauce, time to crack the Monkey 47 gin. That sounds fantastic. I've just been sipping on some Wild Turkey American honey, although I've just run out of that in my glass. Definitely need a drink dealing with these kind of wankers. Okay. Let's... we have a real enemy. Ooh. Talk peacefully.
We came here in peace simply to talk, and this is what you do. I implore you, let us sit down together to deal with the real threat.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
It is already too late.
Oh, Templars are here.
Templars have returned to the Chantry. They will face this Inquisition, and the people will be safe once more.
Is that so? Oh! Well, I kind of welcome that, but it can't be a good sign.
Still yourself. She is beneath us.
Oh, the Templars are going to take her place. They're going... Oh, all right.
Was that display supposed to impress me?
On the contrary, it wasn't for you at all.
Lord Seeker Lucius, it's imperative that we speak with...
You will not address me.
Oh, he's just as floggy. Okay.
Lord Seeker?
Creating a heretical movement. Raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet, you should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. The Templars failed no one when they left the Chantry to purge the mages. You are the ones who have failed. You who'd leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If you came to appeal to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is mine.
Wow, what a dick. Oh, Captain Flog over here. Jesus. Oh man, it took Loghain a while to make me this riled up in Dragon Age Origins, but these guys have got me riled up right at the start. What a cockhead. Alright, what are we gonna do? Templars, join as Cullen did. Yes.
Templars! One of your own commands the Inquisition's forces. Join us as he did.
True. He commands the forces.
Your ties are worthless. They are all made traitors just by being in your company.
But Lord Seeker, what if she really was sent by the Maker?
Yes. Exactly.
You are called to a higher purpose. Do not question.
I will make the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the Void. We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing, and the Inquisition, less than nothing. Templars, Val Royo is unworthy of our protection. We march.
Good, get the fuck out of here, dickhead. Although, I'm assuming this doesn't bode well for us.
Charming fellow, isn't he?
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
Yeah.
Do you know him very well?
He took over the Seekers of Truth 2 years ago, after Lord Seeker Lambert's death. He was always a decent man, never given to ambition and grandstanding. This is very bizarre.
Something could be at play, or he just could be seeking power now that there's a power vacuum amongst the Chantry and all the leaders. He needs to recognize your sword. Oh, he needs to recognize my foot up his ass. Okay.
Do you think he can be reasoned with?
I hope so. If not him, there are surely others in the Order who don't feel as he does. Either way, we should first return to Haven and inform the others.
Right. So, before we go, let's chat to others.
Our Templars left.
Excuse me.
The Chantry
but
promised they'd defend us.
Is what they're saying real? The Inquisition's going to fix the hole in the sky?
Damn, yeah. Damn right.
That's what we're attempting, yes.
No one is doing anything. The Chantry's useless, and the Templars... Andraste. I never thought they'd abandon us. Listen, your camp will need food. I have contacts. We'll have deliveries there in days.
Oh, awesome.
I want to help the Inquisition.
Never been part of something this big before, but if your Inquisition's going to seal the sky, I want to help.
What a legend.
What do you think, Cassandra?
I think the woman is asking you and not me.
Well, she is.
The Herald of Andraste. Yes, I understand. Haven is a mess, but we won't turn away anyone willing to help. Invite her, if it pleases you.
Well, let's do it.
Head to Haven, then. We need good people.
I don't know if I'm that, but it will be nice to see. Thank you.
Very good. Got another agent. So, Danny, you can pick up a quest here that allows you to meet a new companion, which is your favorite. Awesome. We will definitely look at doing that whilst we're here then. And hello to Inoticorio. I am sorry if I pronounced that badly. I am terrible with names, but thank you for coming along. Thanks for dropping in and saying hello. Alright, so I need to look for a quest. Well, there's a quest over here, and there's a marker here. So we'll check all of these out before we leave. Make sure we pick up our next companion. Let's talk to this... Oh, this is the revered mother that got punched. Ah, how you like that?
must please you greatly, Seeker Cassandra.
We came here seeking only to speak with the mothers. This is not our doing, but yours.
And you had no part in forcing our hand? Do not delude yourself. Now we have been shown up by our own Templars, in front of everyone.
Good.
And my fellow clerics have scattered to the wind along with their convictions.
Yes, also good.
Just tell me one thing. Do you truly believe you are the Maker's chosen?
Don't believe I'm the Maker's chosen. I just believe I'm the right person to fix the thing.
Haven't you already made up your mind? Why ask me now?
Because, despite all my fears, what if it's true?
Exactly.
What if I have erred? I suppose it is out of our hands now. We shall all see what the Maker plans in the days to come.
Oh, I have no sympathy for you. We can ask some questions, though. Let's find out.
You're obviously skeptical. What do you believe I am?
Our divine. Her holiness is dead. I have seen evidence for everything, except what would comfort me.
That doesn't answer my question.
For you to be true, a great many things must be false. And if you are false, a great many things must have failed. There is chaos ahead, whatever your intentions.
What things?
So what happens now? Will the Chantry continue to denounce me?
We have already done so.
Hmm.
And what good has it done us?
Exactly.
Now it falls on us to select a new divine, if we can, and leave the next step to her.
Provided such a selection is even possible.
I truly don't know. Any revered mother who could have followed Justinia died at the Conclave. What becomes of us, and your Inquisition, is in the Maker's hands now.
No, it's not in the Maker's hands.
Where is the Lord Seeker taking the Templars?
I can't begin to guess the Lord Seeker's mind. He could not have abandoned his intended role more completely.
There must be sense to what we can't see.
Must there? Rebellion seems popular in certain quarters, doesn't it, Seeker? Is crafting the Templars into a new power really any worse than declaring a rival to the Chantry itself?
What were you hoping the Lord Seeker would do exactly?
Put aside his war against the mages and find common purpose against something much more dire.
Well, I would like that too.
He has other plans. With the knights vigilant slain at the Conclave, there is nothing more we can do.
Perhaps there is something we can do.
I'd like to believe that, Seeker. I truly would. I suppose we can expect renewed effort against the mages from him, and yet more chaos.
How many Templars turned on the Chantry exactly?
They rebelled across Thedas. Some remained loyal, but not enough to call them the Order. The White Spire here in the capital was the largest garrison, but now it stands empty. Perhaps more shall flock to the Lord Seeker's banner now. How far has faith waned, I wonder?
Yeah, well, I have no sympathy for you and losing followers when you've just been a twat about all of this.
How are people responding to all of this?
Despair. Fear. We mourn her holiness. The people look to the sky and wonder how long before terror comes for us all. There must be a way through this. Is it you? The Templars? The Maker's will?
It is us.
We abandoned our duties.
Plural.
We servants of the faith. Now we can only pray.
Okay.
It's not too late. The Chantry could still help us and come out on top.
If only that were true.
What's to stop you from trying?
We are not looking for a winning horse. We are simply trying to do the right thing.
Are you though? Are you? So Richard, what mods are we using? What if there'll be a game without dick politicians? No, you can't do a game without dick politicians because it would be unrealistic. No one would believe it. Lurk mode activated, no probs. Lurkers are always most welcome here. If you want to see what mods I'm actually using, if you visit my About page or About section on my Twitch profile, I've got a little panel there that has a list of all the mods that I've got installed for Dragon Age Inquisition. There's not a lot. There's only a smallish list, mostly just tweaking some of the gameplay with a couple of visual enhancements, and that's about it. There's not much you can do, not a lot you can do in modding Dragon Age Inquisition for textures. Firstly, because not many people have made many texture mods. There's a few, but not a lot. But also, there's some issues with the Frostbite engine, apparently, in this game when some textures are changed. And if not in the base game, they then sometimes fail in the DLCs. So it's a bit of a dangerous one to dick around with. But anyway, the mods I've got installed should be very safe for everyone. Nothing special needed. I use the Frosty mod manager. Theoretically, we should be fine.
They left us. The Templars left us to the mages. Chantry liars.
Exactly. Right.
What's that? An
What's
arrow
that?
with a message?
Chantry liars.
Mysterious arrow. Let's read it. Favors for friends. A message attached, written in a large flowing hand and bordered with doodles. People say you're special. I want to help, and I can bring everyone. There's a baddie in Val Royeaux. I hear he wants to hurt you. Have a search for the red things in the market, the docks, and round the cafe, and maybe you'll meet him. Maybe you'll meet him first. Bring swords. Friends of Red Jenny. A poor drawing of the locations in the market is attached. Okay. That sounds cool. How do we track that? Not a collection. It's definitely quest. Champions of the... That is... Templars have left. Fire Royale, so can't do that one yet. Return home. Nope. Rich loves games. Yeah, no worries, dude. I figured that was you. So, Danny, this is the quest you were telling us about. Awesome. That's what I was hoping. Do I have a quest I can follow for this? A friend of Red Jenny. That must be it. Set as active. And there's another one. Seeing red. Varric saw Red Lyrium. Prime. Okay, we need to find some deposits of that. Okay, cool. Search by the dock, search in the cafe, and search the upper market. Alrighty then, that's what we're gonna do. Let us go down here and search. Oh, we can talk to a guard. Can you tell us anything useful?
Templars let you walk? Templars. What in blazes?
Doodles. Yes, there were doodles. I think, you know, just like random pictures, not doodles as in Enai. Although, could have been both. And more plaques. Talk to a soldier.
We maintain an Inquisition presence on Commander Cullen's orders. This has been received as you might expect.
Oh, good on Commander Cullen. The head of Madame Snappy Snips, the mascot of Le Masque de Lyon. Named in jest, but genuinely respected. The Grand Mam. Alright, well, we're not reading all of that, but it's a dragon head, basically. Read a book for some XP. Thank you very much. Anything else we can search around here? Oh, I pinged something.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and onto the maker.
That's some pretty music. I'm just wondering when exactly you became Ace Ventura. Back when I was a child and those movies first came out. Both movies were awesome. I probably favoured Pet Detective a little bit more. We need a sequel. We need an Ace Ventura sequel tie-up. Oh, hang on. There we go. Red handkerchief. What have we got? Favors for favors. Thank you, friends, for helping good Lady Keris. Saw those who asked about Herald enter third passage. Could not stay to see them exit. What does that even mean? Okay, well, let's just go to the next clue, shall we? Things to read over here. Yeah, we got plaques to read. Okay. Someone's reciting verses over there. Very good. Keep pinging and follow the orange markers on the floor. Yep, no worries. That's what I'll do. Thank you, Danny. Now we've got to run up to this side here. Okay, there's a merchant we're not going to bother with.
The Templars left us to the mages. Chantry liars.
Difficult time for those who have lost. Whilst I understand concerns for propriety and the general dressing of the bazaar, I must caution that release is needed. We are suffering not just ongoing civil conflict pitting brother against sister. Okay, so it's a big fine. Yeah. Just a general mural statement. Okay. Read this note here. Red handkerchief. He lifted from drunk swearing about Herald. Don't know what door. I'm out. My debt is paid. Okay, and there's a book behind here we can read. We can get the angle right. Or we can jump. The Randy Dowager Quarterly. Exhibitions for the noble of thought, but spry of step. Okay, don't know what it is, don't care, let's go. Search the market. Oh, let's examine that. Cool. Also, there was another Ace Ventura movie, but Jim Carrey wasn't in it. I didn't know there was a third Ace Ventura movie. I'm gonna have to look into that. I know they did a Dumb and Dumber. Actually, they did two. They did two. They did didn't they do Dumb and Dumber when Lloyd met Harry? Is that what his name was when they first met? Was there another sequel for Dumb and Dumber? Keep going. Ah, I need to go up a level. Right, up a level to the south.
I wish your leader...
West side. Up there we must go.
The Templars didn't even...
I believe that mess...
You are the Herald of Andraste, are you not? I have an invitation for you.
Okay. Invitation. First Enchanter Vivienne. You are cordially invited to attend by salon held at the Chateau of Duke Bastian de Ghislaine. Yours, Vivienne. Alright, cool. Thanks. I think Vivienne is another follower, right? She's like a mage person or something? Now the merchant's open.
I am open to you and yours. I price at a premium for everyone, so don't assume it's because you're with the Inquisition.
Cool. Alright, well, we don't have much money, so don't worry about it.
To know a rarity when they see it, just as I do.
The third Ace movie is terrible. That doesn't surprise me. Alright, so I'm not missing anything then. Harry Marie.
Well, this has all been a frustrating mess. Templars and Chantry and especially the mages. Just everything. I apologize if you were refused service, but we are now open for business. Especially if you put my wares to you.
I don't care about your wares right now. How do I get upstairs? That's the question. I agree with Richard. It was probably a bad movie because Jim Carrey wasn't in it. They probably just tried to cash in. Seriously, where do we go to get up? There are stairs marked over here. These stairs go to stores. Is there stairs in a different location, perhaps? Apples near it? Yeah, no one cares about the apples. All we care about is stairs up somewhere. that aren't fast travel, because that fast travel will take us out of the area. To get upstairs, you go... Oh, you do go to a fast travel. I was just saying, it's not going to be it. All right, thank you, Danny. Saving the day once again. Okay, so we got to travel to the upper market. Right. Cool. Let's go to the upper level. Thank you. Cool, that's where the handkerchief is. Should we do a lap of the upper market first then? Doesn't look like there's much here. Let's just grab the handkerchief and then do a lap. Search. There we go. Okay, scrap of parchment is hastily torn from an ornate document stuffed into its hiding space with a large red sock. And we are to obey well. We meet at 3 bells to discuss how best to observe the new way. Scrawled below on a misspelt script. Herald go at time. Praise and rust. Taken together, the messages reveal a time, path, and key to a location on the world map. Duly noted, we will check that out once we've just done a quick lap of this upper market area. Reading codexes and such. Jim Carrey is amazing in the movie called Number 23. Ah, I've seen that. I agree, that was really well done. I know he was trying for a while to do a few serious movies and struggled a bit, but yeah, that one was good. I need to check that one out again. Travel over here. It's annoying using the fast travel.
He who trusts in the Maker, fire is her water. As the
I know that Jim Carrey did that Man on the Moon movie about that other guy. Don't remember the name of the guy he was portraying. It's like a homage. Homage? I don't know if that's the right word. Basically about another guy who was an entertainer, and Jim Carrey actually kind of looked up to him genuinely in the way he operated. And that guy basically was just out to shock audiences. Not to be funny, not to be popular, but to try and get a reaction. And Jim Carrey played the role pretty well. Yeah, I just didn't really like the movie. Apparently he was like fully in character all around set, even when cameras weren't rolling. But I think that was his first... Oh no, the Cable Guy was a drama. That wasn't a comedy.
Ah, the Herald of Andraste. Is there something I might help you with?
There is nothing, never mind.
No, thank you, sister.
Make her go with you.
He's good in Lie Lie, but that's also a sort of a funny comedy movie as well. He was pretty good in Sonic, actually, but again, he's playing that uber animated kind of character. That's what he's more famous for. But yeah, Number 23. Check it out if you hasn't. It's worth a look, I reckon. He was really good as the Riddler, that's true. He kind of carried that whole movie. He carried that whole Batman movie on his back. Alright, now there was something about Vivian. Being red. Nope. The Imperial Enchanter. Vivian Defer, the first enchanter of Montsimard, has extended an invitation to her salon at the Chateau of Duke Bastian to use the world map to go to that. Okay. We will do that separately. And now we will go to the world map. Friend of Red Jenny. This is where we're going. The secluded courtyard. Let's go. Travel there, please. Yes. Go, go, go. No loading screen. Even better.
If I might have a moment of your time.
Hmm?
Grand Enchanter Fiona?
Leader of the Mage Rebellion. Is it not dangerous for you to be here?
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps you should look among your fellow mages.
I'm surprised the leader of the mages wasn't at the conclave.
Yes. You were supposed to be, and yet somehow you avoided death.
Suspicion.
As did the Lord Seeker, you'll note. Both of us sent negotiators in our stead in case it was a trap.
I won't pretend I'm not glad to live. I lost many dear friends that day. It disgusts me to think the Templars will get away with it. I'm hoping you won't let them.
Aha, so you think the Templars.
So you think the Templars are responsible?
Why wouldn't she?
Lucius hardly seems broken up over his losses, if he's concerned about them at all. You heard him. You think he wouldn't happily kill the Divine to turn people against us? So yes, I think he did it. More than I think you did it, at any rate.
Interesting. Okay.
Does that mean the mages will help us?
We are willing to discuss it with the Inquisition at least. Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe. Come, meet with the mages. An alliance could help us both, after all.
Okay.
I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my Lady Herald.
Alright, well that sounds promising. The Templars are marching off.
Let us return to Haven.
But we can maybe get some buy-in from the mages. That'll just piss off the Templars even further. It's okay. Oh, are you dragging me back to Haven now? Now we're in the location. Cool. Alright, so that was like a world event or something. That one wasn't our destination. This is our destination. Finding Red Jenny. Time to fend off and fight some guards. Alrighty. It's the Inquisition's Herald. Damn straight it is. And we're gonna kick your ass. Boom. Sorted and one up the back. Boom. I love knocking them down with rocks. Magical rocks are all the better. And we shattered them, so... yeah, you're dead. Is that really worth your life, you twat? I don't like fighting innocent guards, but they were obviously not innocent because they attacked us. Called us the Inquisition's Herald. They wanted to fight us, which was dumb. Anyway... Let us save and see what's going on here. Who is this Red Jenny person? Oh, good dodge.
Herald of Andraste, how much did you expend to discover me? It must have weakened the Inquisition immeasurably.
I don't know who you are.
You don't fool me. I'm too important for this to be an accident. My efforts will survive in victories against you elsewhere.
Who the hell are you, you dickhead?
Just say what?
What is that?
Oh. Down you go.
Squishy one, but you heard me, right? Just say what? Rich tits always try for more than they deserve. Blah, blah, blah. Obey me. Arrow in my face. So, you followed the notes well enough. Glad to see you're well fit. Heard about your kind. Seeing different.
Alright, I
it's
like
all
it.
good, isn't it? The important thing is you glow. You're the herald thingy.
That is great. Thank you for the recommendation, Danny. She is hilarious for many reasons, and she's already taken a fancy to us. Alrighty.
Some believe I'm the Herald of Andraste. But who are you, and what's this about?
No idea. I don't know this idiot from Manners. My people just said the Inquisition should look at him.
Your people? Elves?
No. People. Name's Sarah. This is cover. Get round it. For the reinforcements. Don't worry. Someone tipped me their equipment shed. They've got no breaches.
What?
Why didn't you
Alright, Sarah. Sarah sounds pretty awesome. Because no breaches. What? Don't get your joke, but you are a funny person. I like you. Let's bring some fire. Let's bring some shieldage. Spirit sword.
Die!
Loot. Done.
Friends really came through with that tip. No breaches. So, Herald of Andraste. You're a strange one. I'd like to join.
Interesting.
Could we take a few moments for sense to reassert itself? Who are you people?
I'm not people, but I get what you want. It's like this. I sent you a note to look for hidden stuff by my friends. The Friends of Red Jenny. That's me. Well, I'm one. So is a fence in Montfort, some woman in Kirkwall. There were 3 in Starkhaven, brothers or something. It's just a name, yeah? It lets little people, friends, be part of something while they stick it to nobles they hate. So here, in your face, I'm Sarah. The Friends of Red Jenny are sort of out there. I used them to help you. Plus arrows.
Cool. I'm still a little confused, but sounds good.
The Inquisition has spies already. Can you add to these professionals?
Here's how it is. You important people are up here, shoving your cods around. Blah, blah, I'll crush you. I'll crush you. Ooh, crush you. Then you've got cloaks and spy kings, like this tit. Or was he one of the little knives, all serious with his little knife? All those secrets, and what gave him up? Some houseboy who don't know shite, but knows a bad person when he sees one. So no, I'm not knifey shiv dark, all hidden. If you don't listen down here too, you risk your breeches. Like those guards, I stole their... Look, do you need people or not? I want to get everything back to normal. Like you.
Right, cool.
So who are your Friends of Red Jenny? You must know them.
Oh, it's not hard to understand if you're not trying to waste your day on it. Someone little always hates someone big. And unless you don't eat, sleep, or piss, you're never far from someone little. Doesn't always work out, but a lot of people hated this guy. Someone got a laugh, someone got even, someone got paid. And someone has to have explained to them that free help is good.
Back there you wanted to know if I glowed. Why?
That's what you do, innit? You walked out of somewhere and now you glow. Andraste's herald. True or not, it seemed like the easiest way to know it was you.
True or not?
Well, that's what they say and all. Look, don't get ahead, yeah? I want to help this... whatever it is. Inquisition.
Alrighty.
All right, Sarah. I can use you and your friends.
Yes! Getting good before you're too big to like. That'll keep your breeches where they should be. Plus extra breeches because I have all these... You have merchants who buy that piss, yeah? Got to be worth something. Anyway, Haven. See you there, Herald. This will be grand.
Alright, see you there, Sarah. She is quite funny. Party selection. Oh, we need to choose people. Do we grab her now? Or do we want to talk to her in Haven some more first? Why don't we stick with who we've got for the moment first? Although I do kind of want to see what she has to say, so let's go with Sarah. Varric, because he's awesome, and Cassandra to tank. Let's drop Solus for the moment.
Have you been taking notes on all this, Varric?
Oh, you'll need to be more specific there, Seeker.
The Inquisition. You're not planning to write a book about us, are you?
Oh, don't get your hopes up. You're not
Of course he is.
that interesting a subject.
Of course he's going to. That's what he does. Alright, so... one extra party member. That'll be fun. She does sound hilarious. Cool. Now we want to go to... where's this, Vivienne person? Ghislaine Estate. Let's find this Imperial Enchanter. She sounds fun as well. Gonna get bombarded with new party members, aren't we? Ooh, very fancy. Where's the rest of my crew?
Lady Adar of the Inquisition.
Oh. Well, how do you do?
What a pleasure to meet you, my lady. Seeing the same faces at every event becomes so tiresome. So you must be a guest of Madame de Fer. Or are you here for Duke Bastian?
Are you here on business? I have heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them are true.
Nice outfits you have.
What have you heard about me?
Some say that when the veil opened, Andraste herself delivered you from the Fate.
She may very well have.
I'm not familiar with that name. I was invited here by First Enchanter Vivienne.
Madame de Fer is a fond nickname the court has given Lady Vivienne.
I've heard she finds it amusing.
Does she now?
I've heard very little about Duke Bastian.
He hasn't been seen much at court lately.
His business with the Council of Heralds often takes him from home for long periods. It can't be good for a man of his years.
And of course, there's the civil war. Bastian probably wishes to distance himself from the actions of his one-time son-in-law.
Tearing up the Dales in a foolish bid for power? It will end in disgrace for Gaspard. Everyone knows it.
Tearing up the Dales. That's the Elven lands. That's not going to work out well for you.
Some of those storytellers may have gotten carried away.
But only for the best effect. The Inquisition is a ripe subject for wild tales.
The Inquisition. What a lot of pig shit. Washed up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously. Everyone knows it's just an excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
The Inquisition is working to restore peace and order to Thedas.
Here comes the outsider, restoring peace with an army. We know what your Inquisition truly is. If you were a woman of honor, you'd step outside and answer the charges.
My dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my house to my guests.
Yeah, you're frozen now.
You know
she's
rudeness is
backed up.
Intolerable.
Madame Vivienne, I humbly beg your pardon.
Bet you do.
You should. Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear?
Slap him.
My lady, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man?
I don't care.
The Marquis doesn't interest me. Do whatever you like with him.
Poor Marquis. Issuing challenges and hurling insults like some Ferelden doglord. And all dressed up in your Aunt Solange's doublet. Didn't she give you that to wear to the Grand Tourney? To think all the brave chevaliers who will be competing left for Markham this morning, and you're still here. Were you hoping to sate your damaged pride by defeating the Herald of Andraste in a public duel?
You dickhead.
Or did you think her blade could put an end to the misery of your failure?
Ooh, suicide plot.
Run along, my dear. Do give my regards to your aunt.
Oh, shut down.
I'm
Nice.
delighted you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted to meet you.
Tell me more.
Allow
Very
me
fancy
to
outfit.
introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first Enchanter of Monsimard and Enchantress to the Imperial Court.
Is that Marquis going to pose a problem?
His aunt is the Vicomtesse of Mont de Glace. Not a powerful family, but well respected. And very devout. Alphonse will be disowned for this. It's not the first time he's brought his aunt disgrace, but I'm sure it'll be the last.
Oh, booted.
And after such a public humiliation, I expect he'll run off to the Dales to join the Empress's war effort. Either to make a good end, or to win back a modicum of self-respect.
Charmed, Lady Vivienne.
Ah, but I didn't invite you to the chateau for pleasantries. With Divine Justinia dead, the Chantry's in shambles. Only the Inquisition might restore sanity and order to our frightened people. As the leader of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that I lend my assistance to your cause.
Ooh. Oh, and we can flirt.
Is your interest in the Inquisition Madame de Fer, or is it more personal?
Aren't you charming?
Yes, we are.
It's professional, of course.
Oh.
You say you led the last of the loyal mages. Loyal to whom?
To the people of Thedas, of course. We have not forgotten the commandment, as some have, that magic exists to serve man. I support any effort to restore such order.
Okay.
So you're in favor of returning the mages to the Circle, then?
Where else can mages safely learn to master their talents? We need an institution to protect and nurture magic. Maker knows, magic will find neither on its own.
What's in this for you?
The same thing anyone gets by fighting this chaos. The chance to meet my enemy, to decide my fate. I won't wait quietly for destruction.
So you're a bit bored then, okay.
Are you devout? What's your opinion of the Chantry?
I was a great admirer of the late divine Justinia V. The Chantry, at its best, unites the disparate cultures of Thedas and looks after its most vulnerable. Had she lived, Justinia could have accomplished so much.
Okay, so that's the good side of it then, you're saying.
What exactly can you do for the Inquisition?
I am well versed in the politics of the Orlesian Empire. I know every member of the Imperial Court personally. I have all the resources remaining to the Circle at my disposal. And I'm a mage of no small talent. Will that do?
Yes, that will do. Welcome aboard.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivian.
Great things are beginning, my dear. I can promise you that.
I wonder how she'll get along with Sarah. They seem to be at opposite ends of the spectrum. Alright. Time to head back to Haven then, right? And then to try and strike an alliance with the mages. Let's see. Oh, here we are. We are back at Haven. Very good. Now, is it worth talking to everyone once again? Has enough happened to talk?
It occurs to me I don't actually know much about you.
What do you want to know?
I'm not sure. Where are you from?
I don't know.
I thought you knew that.
I suppose I could ask Liliana. She has collected a frightening amount of information on you. But I don't want to ask her. I want to hear it from you.
Let's just tell her.
No specific place. My mercenary band worked mostly in the free marches, however.
At least until you crossed the waking sea to reach the Conclave, I suppose. Tell me, do you consider the free marches your home? Are you eager to go back?
I don't care for the free marches.
Wherever I am is home enough for me.
That's how I feel now, after years of tending to business for the Divine.
Okay, we got some approval. That's good. What can we find out about you then?
I'd like to get to know you better.
You would?
Is that a problem?
Not entirely. I'm just curious as to your motivation.
You were just asking about me.
Is there any harm in us becoming a little closer?
Flirty flirt?
Is that right?
As you wish.
He didn't like the flirt.
My name is Cassandra Pentecost, daughter of the Royal House of Navarra, 78th in line for the Navarran throne. I joined the Seekers of Truth as a young woman, and was with the Order until they withdrew from the Chantry. I remained as the Divine's right hand, carrying out her order to form the Inquisition. And here we are. That's all there is to know, my lady.
You're a member of Navarra's royal family.
The Pentecosts are a very large clan. Half of Cumberland could say the same.
Really?
No, but it feels that way. I have hundreds of relatives so distant they need charts to prove we're related at all. And they have them. Oh yes. The Pentecosts value their precious blood like it runs with gold.
And you joined the Seekers to get away from that?
It was a life worth getting away from.
Fair enough.
Pentaghasts are famed for dragon hunting, but few actually pursue the craft. Most are fat and lazy. They pay lip service to the Maker and care only for idle pleasures and past glories. My brother was all that kept me in Navarra. Once he was gone, so was I.
Ooh, I'm sorry to hear.
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony. Another time, perhaps.
Hey, fair enough.
So you were the right hand to the Divine?
To Divine Justinia, yes. And Divine Beatrix before her, in fact. The position is normally reserved for Templars of the Knights Divine, but my circumstances were unusual.
Unusual how?
You don't know the story? Thank the Maker. I will tell you if you wish, but it isn't as exciting as some drum it up to be. The short version is that I once saved the previous Divine's life. My reward was becoming her right hand.
Okay.
But what does a right hand do, exactly?
What is your hand capable of? It gives, it takes, it beckons. It makes a fist. Liliana and I extended the Divine's reach beyond the Grand Cathedral. We went where she could not. After Beatrix, I was tired of the position and wanted to return to the Seekers. But Justinia convinced me to stay. Her vision for the future gave me hope.
Ooh.
You thought she could really change things?
Justinia knew the war was coming long before it began. She tried to avert it, but the forces arrayed against her were too strong. Sometimes you have to break a bone so it can be reset. That's where the Inquisition comes in. It was to be the answer. A means to preserve as well as an agent for change. I only wish she had lived to see it.
So, what's the story about you becoming the right hand?
Sweet Andraste, do you really want to hear that? It was, what, 18, 20 years ago? Some still discuss it like it happened yesterday.
How old is she?
The tale gets bigger each time it's told. I barely recognize myself within it now.
I'm sure you're just being modest.
I was there. I think I know what happened. To hear others tell it, I alone saved Divine Beatrix from a horde of dragons sent to assault the Grand Cathedral. Rather impressive for such a young seeker, wouldn't you say?
And the truth is?
I stumbled upon a conspiracy to kill Beatrix. A Templar Knight Commander was at its heart. And there was a dragon battle at the Grand Cathedral, but I had help from loyal mages who rallied to the cause. They freed the dragons from magical control. Without them, the Divine and I would both have died.
Still pretty epic.
I became the right hand, and they are forgotten.
Can we flirt again?
You're delightful. You know that.
No, I do not know that. I object. There is nothing delightful about me.
I beg to differ.
Not with that attitude.
I think I preferred you in the stocks.
You don't seem to like your homeland much.
My family polluted it for me. What little I saw of my homeland was through the bars of a gilded cage.
Oh.
My uncle treated me like a porcelain doll to be placed on a shelf and dusted only when necessary. Thus I did not see Navarra, the real Navarra, until much later. By then I realized I knew it not at all.
Your uncle? What about your parents?
They had the misfortune of taking the wrong side in the second attempt to overthrow King Marcus. The king executed them, but spared my brother and I since we were family, and children at the time. Thus we were raised by my uncle, a mortalitasi who preferred the company of his corpses to the living.
An assassin or something?
Your uncle was a mortalitasi?
A death mage. He still is. My countrymen do not burn the dead, they bury them in special crypts. The mortalitasi supervise the crypts, like priests. Uncle Vestalis oversees the grand necropolis. Navarrans spend more time honoring dead relatives than they do with living ones. It is odd to be so fascinated with death and its trappings. I will never understand it.
Okay.
I'll let you get back to work.
That was quite the chat with Cassandra. Damn. I mean, I'm all up for character backstories and stuff, but... Oh, we're laying it on thick and fast at the moment. Oh, and there's someone else over here. Oh, is it Cullen? We haven't talked to Cullen much. Why don't we have a chat to Cullen?
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
Amp it up, fellas.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
At least I got everyone's attention.
That you did. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Yes, I remember.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
I must have this mark for a reason. It will work. I'm sure of it.
Provided we can secure aid, but I'm confident we can. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
Oh, we can flirt a little bit.
No, but if you have one prepared, I'd love to hear it.
Another time, perhaps.
Made him awkward.
Still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Raiden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
Whose dead eyes, Sparkle Sauce? Cullen's or ours? Maybe he's just tired inside. Can we talk to him any further?
Was there something you needed?
Oh, we can flirt further. We won't do that right now. Look, I don't want to be talking to everyone for the next hour, but we'll do a couple more conversations.
Templars break away from the Chantry.
The Order believes the Chantry no longer supports their efforts. Not to the extent they should.
But the Templars have served the Chantry for ages.
And in that time, they've come to take the Order's services for granted. Templars risk their lives against blood magic, demons, abominations, to feel as if those efforts are dismissed. I may disagree with the Order's actions, but I'm here as proof of that. But I sympathize with their frustrations.
Is there anything I should know?
The Lord Seeker's actions are a mystery, but the Templars will aid us. They cannot sit idle while the breach remains.
Alright, that'll do from Cullen for now.
That's all for now.
We'll talk to him more at another point to learn more about him. Yeah. Am I planning on romancing everyone? I would if I could. There is actually a mod I saw that you can get where you can actually romance everyone. However, I didn't pursue it because I don't know if that would be really true to the game and very immersive. Also, could have stability issues, but apparently it's pretty stable. Anyway, no, I didn't think that would be right, having a full-blown romance with every single character. Alright, so... what are we trying to do here? Oh, that's right. We want to meet with the damn mages. Where are they? Yes, Grand Enchanter Fiona. Okay, let's we'll tackle that one shortly. I still want to talk to Varric first, because we love Varric, and anyone else that we can. Can we talk to Sarah here as well? Danny, you romance Sarah? There's a fair chance we're going to do the same. She does seem quite hilarious, but we'll get to know the characters a bit more first. Are we going to romance a lady? Probably. But we'll wait and see what happens. We don't really know enough about everyone yet.
Need something?
Oh, no other questions. All right, never mind, Varric.
Carry on.
But he'd have something more to say. He does not. Okay, what about Who's in here? Sarah!
The wardens have a presence over on the Storm Coast. Do you think you can find a reason to travel that way?
Oh, this is a tavern, is it? A makeshift tavern. Alright,
So this
be
is
funny.
it, huh? Oh no, it's fine, yeah? It's just, I thought it'd be bigger. That would have been hilarious if you were a man, right? Wasted. Anyway, stopping wars should earn more sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
It's not just a war between those two.
Well, sure, the sky has a hole in it, but I can't put an arrow in that. Well, I have. Doesn't come down. That's weird. And that's the point, right? It's weird and right there, but they still want to punch each other.
Exactly.
It's easy to look up where the real questions are.
Yes, that's my frustrations too. Why are you dickheads fighting each other when we need to team up to fight that stupid green hole in the sky?
Is there something else you're looking for? Like, what's behind all this?
Maybe. I don't know. First things first, right? I help you, march, arrow, kick. Then people stop being stupid, and everything starts to make sense again. Sound good to you, all-touched Lady Herald?
Sounds pretty good.
I think I'll enjoy having you around, Sarah. I hope you'll feel the same.
Woof. See you, Herald. Herald. I have to do something about that.
Well, alright, so she's into us. She's hilarious. I do want to talk to her some more.
Chasing the Lord Seeker, I hear. Anyone who thinks they need Lord in front of the name, that's bad. Bet he's got a portrait taller than he is. That's your first clue to a total arse. Fact.
Oh, we can... I nearly clicked on the button to kick her out of the Inquisition. We're not doing that. Alright, let's learn a bit more about her.
Tell me about yourself.
Oh yeah? Interested, are you?
And yes, Richard, I agree. The sky having a hole in it is kind of important. Yeah, well, the mages and Templars are still too busy fighting each other's. So, Sparkle Sauce, you're one vote for Sarah as well so far. That's a good start. I'm very heavily leaning towards her at the moment, but we're still very early in the game, so we'll see how things unfold.
How about the basics?
Fiddle her diddle.
Ferelden?
I got that from the accent. Where in Ferelden?
All over? Okay, fine. Denerim for a bit. South, north, wherever I want.
There are no connections you want to mention at all?
Nope.
How very Kunari of you.
What?
Never mind.
Good, right?
You're skilled. Who taught you how to use a bow?
No one.
That seems unlikely.
What? I picked it up here and there. Mostly it just makes sense. It's not like that for you.
Oh, certainly. Not a day's effort for the naturally gifted like us.
Well, it's not like that. It takes work. A bit. Not like Cullen and his pets. I mean, you miss, then you don't. Is it that hard to see when it's wrong?
Is it an elf thing?
Most I know couldn't find an arrow sitting on it. Right. Maybe I just make it look easy in shite company. Fact still is, no teacher.
Huh.
Where would I find one in alleyways anyway?
So she's become a good archer just on her own. That's pretty cool.
You're not like most of the elves I've met.
Thanks, right? Or was that an insult? I suppose I could go barefoot and whine more. Like that's soulless, right? Never be as good as we were. Well, who's we? I'm just fine.
I think there's more to it than that. A few thousand years more.
Hey, someone wants to be angry about old debts, be angry. Be a terror that never lets an enemy forget. But if you're digging it up so you can wear it, that's just weird. I mean, the Dalish don't really know. They have stories, but that's all they are. It's all fancy dress, not history.
All right.
We'll talk later.
If you say so.
So, Sparkle Sauce, Fiddle Her Diddle is the Dragon Age 3 version of Moist the Scot. But at least with Moist the Scot, we had a reference to who we were talking about. You need to come up with a reference to Sarah, the rogue elf. I'm sure you can handle something there. Oh, there's Solus. We haven't talked to him much either.
Closing the breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might also discover what was used to create it. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
You don't think whatever created the explosion was destroyed in the blast?
You survived, did you not? The artifact that created the breach is unlike anything seen in this age. I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
Anything with that kind of power is bound to show up sooner or later.
Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing. Whatever the artifact was, it is no longer there.
Interesting.
In any case, did you need me for anything?
No.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Yeah, we don't need to keep talking to everyone at length. We're gonna get bored otherwise. Flex her bow.
Are we going to have new verses in the Chant of Light now for the Herald of Andraste, telling what she did?
It's far too soon to consider.
Sarah is smart indeed. She is very smart. I like her. Okay, so into the war room. Let's see what we can do with his mage alliance.
It's
something.
good you've returned. We heard of your encounter.
You heard?
My agents in a city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
Mm-hmm.
At least we know how to approach the mages and Templars now.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere, but to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
Could be. But we should meet them.
I could at least find out what the mages want.
No doubt what they've always wanted. Support for their cause.
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
Oh, so you reckon it's a trap then?
You think the invitation could be some kind of trap?
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
The same could be said about the Templars.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options.
Right, what other options? What are we talking about?
There is one other matter. Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished.
Oh.
I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared.
Oh.
Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
Interesting. Who are the Grey Wardens?
Grey Wardens? I'm not familiar with them. They're an ancient order that has existed to fight Darkspawn invasions since the First Blights thousands of years ago. They have faded since those glory days, but haven't disappeared entirely.
Yes,
Ordinarily,
we know.
their order is neutral in political affairs, but they appear in strange places.
Yes, where is the hero of Ferelden, who we played as in Dragon Age Origins?
That does sound odd. I agree. The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall. If you have the opportunity, please seek him out. Perhaps he can put my mind at ease. And if he can't? Then there may be more going on than we thought.
Alrighty, he's another party member, I think, right? The Lone Warden. Okay, many things. Alright, I think we'll not do the Warden stuff for the moment, because that could be a whole bunch of storytelling that we'll just save for another day. Alrighty. Frosty, welcome Frosty. So good to see you. How did the interview go? Meanwhile, Frosty says, listen carefully, you need to marry Sarah, she's awesome. Yep, 2 votes for Sarah. I think there's going to be a lot favor towards her. So that's probably the direction that we're going in. Alrighty. Frosty, you haven't had your interview. Okay, I only heard back the area manager this morning. Very good. You have a face-to-face on Thursday. Excellent. So next stream on Thursday, maybe you can tell us how it went. We will all be cheering you on in spirit and hoping things go well. Frosty the Wise says, fiddle the diddle. Fiddle the diddle, flex the bow. Alright, what are we doing now? What's the next thing? Travel to Redcliffe and make contact with the mages. I'm guessing maybe we do that because that's what we have been trying to achieve in the last little while. That does link to what we were talking about earlier, right? Just need to find the right spots to stop the main story so we can do some of the side story. In Hushed Whispers, this is... Well, we may as well do this next step, I guess. Let's go meet with the mages, see what's going on. Grand Enchanter Fiona, leader of the Mage Rebellion, has offered an alliance with the rebel mages at Redcliffe. So that's where we got to go. To Redcliffe. That's what we've got on our thing already. Can I first summon the War Council to send some people on some side missions? Have we heard the in song for Sarah yet? There was some music playing when we stepped in there. Shall we step back in there on the way out, shall we? Do the song, do the song. Don't worry, I'll do the song. I'll do it.
Anything new we don't already know about?
No, nothing.
We will... Red Journey Inquisitions needs bees. Not know someone... Okay, this takes half an hour. Don't know who's going to be best for getting some bees. And runners among the bands, if this weapon can help. Peddling. Large area to search. A memo from Josephine. Know what ruins a party? Bees. No, I know a man who teaches how to jar them safe but angry. Stinging, no good for honey. Great for throwing. So it's like a weaponized bee. Okay, Josephine, you go. I don't know who is best to do some of these missions yet. Shade gets wrapped up in his own mind. It's the old hat that does it. I sometimes, well, what I do is I notice I can't, sometimes I need to focus on the dialogue that's happening before I then interrupt the game with talking either to the events in the game or the chat. I've found that sometimes if there's conversations going on and I keep jumping into the chat in between, the dialogue of what's happening in the game gets broken a bit too much and it becomes a bit harder to follow. So what I'm trying to do is when there's key dialogue, I focus on that. The dialogue ends, then we switch back to see what I missed in chat and whatever else is going on. So I never ignore chat. Sometimes I struggle to keep up with it when it moves a bit quickly. I do admit that. But generally as well, I'm trying to strike the right balance between keeping the game events together and keeping the chat discussions together as well. But I'm obviously, I'm going to get it wrong sometimes. Apologies. Oh, we've got the report we've received. So we've built those watchtowers. Cool, very good. Go fetch us some coin. Oh, can you get some more coin? Yes, go Liliana, fetch us the coins.
Let's see what we have.
And what else can we do? There's a Cult of Andraste, the Bog Unicorn. Received an offer of assistance because I'm unnerved but not opposed. It is not the first strange promise we have received and likely will not be the last. An elegantly written note follows. The Inquisition has need, and we would provide. We have in our possession a mount of noble spirit, fallen in battle against rage, returned to life by the boundless urge to run and serve. A worthy cause and a noble master. Prove that your followers already believe that your reach is beyond the realm, that even the forces of the Fate are your ally, that death is no barrier to victory, the collective. Okay. Can you do it? Our soldiers will ensure the creature arrives safely.
To work?
Creature has arrived. It is just unnerving as expected. So have we got a cool new mount then, have we? Didn't take long. And we've got to scout some areas. Storm Coast. We scout a new area. Does that give us more dialogue to work through as well? Let's not do that yet. Okay. Let's back off for now. Yes, I know you're just making fun of me, Frosty. It's all good. It's all good. But I've got to explain myself a little bit at times as well. So you've posted a pic of the bruise that you copped from shit falling on you at work.
Got a message for the Inquisition, but I'm having
Bruises make you go ick. Oh, look forward to seeing what you've done there then. Okay, Danny, by the way, if you choose to stand with the mages, you will lose your chance to romance Sarah. Just a heads up. You have to go against them. Ooh. Also, you're streaming on YouTube and Twitch, which must be difficult to keep track of. It's actually not too bad because I have as part of the restreaming service, Richard, it has a combined chat. So I see all of the chat from all of the platforms in one place. So it's not too bad for me. It's actually probably easier for me than it is for everyone else because it's a bit cleaner than what some of the local chat looks like in your selected viewing app. Okay, we have to diss our own. Yeah, so we have to diss the mages for Sarah? Really? Don't worry, Richard, me and Frosty go way back. Shay gave him a lot of shit, yes. Oh. Let's see what's going on here. Who are you? You've got a message for the Inquisition, but you're having a hard time getting anyone to talk to you.
Who are you, soldier?
Cremisius Aclasi with the Bulls Chargers Mercenary Company. We mostly work out of Orlais and Navarra. We've got word of some Tevinter mercenaries gathering out on the Storm Coast. My company commander, Iron Bull, offers the information free of charge. If you'd like to see what the Bulls Chargers can do for the Inquisition, meet us there and watch us work.
The Iron Bull, I've heard of him. I think he's another character, right? Okay, let's ask some more questions.
What can your Bulls Chargers offer the Inquisition?
We're loyal, we're tough, and we don't break contracts. Ask around Val Royeaux. We've got references. You lead a company yourself, right? So you know talk is cheap. Come to the Storm Coast and you can see us in action.
Interesting. Well, we were just checking out the Storm Coast on the map.
What should I know about your commander?
Iron Bull. He's a Canary like you.
Hmm.
He's big, he's got the horns and all of it. He leads from the front. He pays well and he's a lot smarter than the last bastard I worked for. Best of all, he's professional. We accept contracts with whoever makes the first real offer. You're the first time he's gone out of his way to pick a side.
Interesting.
Why did your commander send us this information?
Iron Bull wants to work for the Inquisition. He thinks you're doing good work.
Interesting.
I look forward to meeting this Iron Bull.
We're the best you'll find. Come to the Storm Coast and you can see us in action.
All right, so Storm Coast or Mages? Pickle Rick. Akshay, the Iron Bull is awesome. He sounds awesome. I think I've seen a picture of him. He's like in the intro clip that I play at the start and end of my streams. It shows, I think, all the team members you can get. I think he's the big guy with the two-handed weapon, right? Awesome. And Quartz! Yay, Quartz! Great to see you. Shade could also do with making a hard save before and after starting that quest and do both and decide which he likes more. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Oh, and voiced by Freddie Prinze Jr. Wow, that's a flashback to the 90s, isn't it? All right, we'll do a hard save here. Now, Frosty said we needed to listen to the music in the tavern, so let's do that. Okay, play music. He's not singing anything yet.
I feel sun through the ashes in the sky.
Is the music?
Where's the one who'll guide us into the night?
Oh, it's not it. Okay, never mind. I'm sure it'll come up again at some stage, though, right?
Yes.
Who is Freddie Prinze Jr.? Thank you very much, Courts. Love your work as well. Thank you for tuning in. Always love a good chat. Okay, so can we romance the Iron Bull? I don't think you can. I don't know for sure. Okay. Oh, you can romance the bull. There you go. Frosty has the answers we all seek. Okay, so what do we want to do? Do we want to go talk to the mages, or do we go to the coast and suss out this bull guy? I'm kind of thinking we'll leave the mages for the moment and check out the Iron Bull, right? He's in and he's by. Alright, so Iron Bull is a big burly bull who's into both genders. Most excellent.
Maker, though the darkness comes upon me, I shall embrace the light.
I'm still favouring Sarah, though.
As there is but one world. The Maker will
Okay, let me do a save. Alright, so I guess what we'll do is we'll head to the coast. We'll unlock the coast. That gives me another area to scout out and explore in between streams, so I can get that area ready as well. And I think we'll leave the Redcliffe mages for now, because that might need some more consideration. The Inner Circle. This is the one all about alliances, right? Oh, where's Vivian? Is Vivian here in Haven somewhere? Yes, she is. We got to talk to Vivian first, since we recruited her. Where is she? Hiding in the corner. Here we go. Let's talk to Vivian. Welcome. Oh, you've taken your silly hat off.
You've never been to a circle, as far as I can tell, yet you're remarkably skilled. Were you self-taught?
My people know a thing or two about magic.
I had heard that magic practiced by the Kunari in Talvashoth was formidable, but I never had the chance to observe it myself. In my own experience, nothing is more deadly to a young mage than a lack of knowledge, which makes the current state of things precarious. What do you imagine will happen if the circles are not restored? Do you foresee the Dalish taking us all under their wing?
Okay, that's amping up rather quick. Templars made their bed, mages should be free. Justice is all that matters. The rebels are apostates. No. Well, the chaos harms everyone.
The war benefits no one. It must end. An order must be restored.
If only the rebels saw things so clearly.
You like that answer?
Justinia's death has shattered the balance of power in Thedas. If it is not restored quickly, countless lives will be lost. Mages, Templars, innocent people of all kinds now look to the Inquisition to decide their fate.
That's why you wanted to be here, to have a hand in deciding that fate.
Wouldn't you? For almost 1,000 years, the world believed it was in the hands of the Maker. And now many believe you are the agent of his will. Whatever the truth is, that belief gives you power.
It's true. Belief is all that matters, whether it's real or not, right?
If that's true, then I'll put it to good use.
I suppose we'll see. I've stolen enough of your time, my dear. Don't let me keep you.
Alright, well, we'll talk to you another time, Vivian. And now, let us unlock the Stormy Coast, or whatever it's called.
Though you had granted them will have more
The fashion in this game is strong. It is indeed. But also wait till we play The Witcher 2 and 3. Fashion is super strong there as well. I think you'll like it. But that's a couple of months away yet. Alright, still in Ferelden. Storm Coast, spend some points. Ferelden has not seen...
to you about my new recruits.
They are not your recruits, Commander. They're ours.
Ferelden has not seen significant Grey Warden activity since Darkspawn attacked the city of Amaranthine 10 years ago. Aha, 10 years since Awakening. It is not unusual for their order to fade from public notice when there's no blight. However, Recent reports claim that a group was traveling along the northern coastline. Wardens tend to follow their own agenda, but if the breach has no doubt caught their attention. If they know something, then the Inquisition should find out. Okay, let's do it. Let's scout it. Unlock it. Sister Liliana, Lieutenant Harding led a small complement of soldiers to the Storm Coast region to investigate reports of Grey Warden activity. She sent word that her party had established a camp near the shore, but we have received nothing further. At this time, the status of Harding and her mission remains unknown. From Rector. Okay. Let's just... Would you like to gather your party and venture to the Storm Coast now? Yes. We shall bring... Sarah, let's give her a crack. We still need a tank, so we go with Cassandra. And... ooh, we could try Vivian. Or let's stick with Solus for the moment, because I've got his skills set up. I haven't got Vivian set up yet. Need to set up Sarah's skills now too. Oh, Quartz, you talking about Max? Is he not well? He's hypo on drugs right now. Oh, I hope he's okay. That white top would strangle you if you had big tits.
Your worship, for what it's worth, welcome to the Storm Coast. I would have sent word sooner, but our efforts have been... delayed.
How so?
There's a group of bandits operating in the area. They know the terrain, and our small party has had trouble going up against them. Some of our soldiers went to speak with their leader. Haven't heard back, though.
That doesn't sound good.
I'll do what I can to find our people.
Thank you, Your Worship. That's a relief.
Your Worship?
The soldiers didn't have an exact location for the bandits, but they were starting their search farther down the beach. With all this fuss, we haven't been able to conduct a proper search for the wardens either. Well, good luck, and enjoy the sea air. I hear it's good for the soul.
Thank you. Max says hi in GG. Sounds like Max is high and having his own games. His own good games. Alright, well, hey, hopefully Maxie bounces back, but I'm sure he will. He's got a good carer looking after him. Alright, so I need to quickly jump into the menu. Let's jump across to Sarah. She is going to be an archer, please. Long shot. Let's do... Hang on. Back. No, don't. Don't apply the skills. That's not what I wanted. Archery. That's not archery. That's archery. So we'll give her the long shot skills. Does this one do leaping shot? Rafing shots. Kind of like these ones. This is also what I started getting Varric to do as well. Let's do something like that. Oh, I have to go that way. Okay, that's fine. Chain reaction, shrapnel. Yes, do that one. Knock him back. It's always hilarious watching someone get knocked back. Cool. Now, can we jump to... Let's jump to our inventory. Let's just make sure she is set up. Weapons. I think I have a bow. Is the bow I've got better? Yes, but she can't use it yet because she's not level 6. Okay. So her current bow is better. That's fine. Let us carry on. So can you play as a Grey Warden in this game? No, you cannot. You can only play as the Inquisitor. And I'm interested to see what interactions we have with characters from the other games, because the tapestry that you have to set up for importing your world state refers to a lot of the things that we've done. I think we meet Morrigan again at some stage. That'll be awesome and interesting if we do, but we have to wait and see. I'm hoping we get to meet Hawk from Dragon Age 2, who we played as, and I'm hoping we get to see the hero of Ferelden, who we played as in Dragon Age Origins. But ultimately, I just don't know. We'll have to see what happens. And you've mixed your gin too strong. Ah, rubbish. It is never too strong. So you want to give me a message. Alright, what's the message?
What is it?
You may want to look into this.
Gather survey samples. Alright, that's fine. So, what are we doing first? Cunaria Warrior is known as the Iron Bull. He's over this way. Cool, that's probably where we're going to go. Down here is where we were looking to find people, the soldiers that are missing. But first, let's find this Iron Bull character. Let's venture out, people. Let's get some action. Let's save game. I think I've already saved, but we'll do it one more time. Yay, Morrigan. Yeah, I'm hoping we get to meet Morrigan. Morrigan was awesome. She's very interesting, and she's voiced by Claudia Black. I love Claudia Black. Loved her in everything that I've seen her in. So we'll just have to wait and see. This game is quite big, so it might take us a while to get through it, but that's why is... What happened? Why is Solus already injured? We haven't gone anywhere and you're already injured. Alright, let's just start fighting dickheads. Tevinter. Ooh. Oh, we've got the weird problem again where numbers are not happening and no one's getting hurt. Alright, let's just run back and run forward again. That's twice I've had this weird bug now. Come on, team. Disengage. No point trying to fight stuff that we can't actually make a difference in. Nope, you're still shooting at him. Come on. Run up here so we can reset it. There we go. Now we're stopped and reset. Let's try this again. Do you get to meet King Alistair? I don't know. I'm hoping we get to meet Alistair as well. Especially because he's alive, based on the choices that we've made in previous games. Claudia Black, who is she? She is in Farscape. She's also in the later seasons of Stargate. She's obviously the voice of Morrigan. She has voiced a couple of other characters in other games, and she has also voiced Admiral Zan, I think, in Mass Effect. But basically, just Google her, you'll find her. Alright, let's try this again. Let's just throw some fire on underneath all of these dickheads. Why is there no damage being done? Oh, there's some damage being done. Okay, cool. We're getting numbers, it's working. It's all that matters. Let's fight these ones back here. Knock him down. Tevinter Zealot. Slap down Zealots. Need to check Sarah's tactics because she doesn't appear to be fighting whoever I'm fighting. Behaviors, rather. Targeting behavior. Yeah, follow. So we'll drop... Oops. Spend more mana. Stamina. Yeah, she should be targeting whoever I'm targeting. Alright, let's bust out some more flamage. Oh, that was wasted. Knock him down. I want more flamage. Boom. We'll unlock some more skills soon as well. And we shall be a dancing battle mage. Here he is. That's him, isn't it?
Stand down.
Big fella.
Krim, how'd we do?
5 or 6 wounded, Chief. No dead.
That's what I like to hear. Let the throat cutters finish up, then break out the casks.
Damn, it's true. Oh, the Chantry must love you. A Canary mercenary is the Herald of Andraste. Who'd have thought?
I see I'm not the only one doing well for myself.
I get by.
You get by. Yes.
I assume you remember Cremisius Aclassi, my lieutenant.
Good to see you again. Throat cutters are done, Chief.
Already? Have him check again. I don't want any of those Tevinter bastards getting away. No offense, Krem.
None taken. At least a bastard knows who his mother was. Puts him one up on you Canary, right?
You've seen us fight. We're expensive, but we're worth it. And I'm sure the Inquisition can afford us.
He's a big fella. So, Danny, you've had no bugs. Really? That's impressive. You've not encountered any bugs whilst playing Inquisition. Well, that's good. Hopefully we don't get any more bugs. It's just these weird combat ones where no one can get hurt. That's really annoying. So yes, this is the Iron Bull, apparently voiced by Freddie Prinze Jr., but he's doing a bit of a voice, it would seem. It's not his natural voice. Cool. Alright. How expensive are you, Mr. Bullman?
How much is this going to cost me exactly?
Wouldn't cost you anything personally. Unless you want to buy drinks later. Your ambassador, what's her name? Josephine. We'd go through her and get the payments set up. Gold will take care of itself. Don't worry about that. All that matters is we're worth it.
I see.
The Chargers seem like an excellent company.
He's very competent.
They are, but you're not just getting the boys. You're getting me. You need a frontline bodyguard. I'm your man. Whatever it is. Demons? Dragons? The bigger the better. And there's one other thing. Might be useful. Might piss you off. Ever hear of the Ben Hasra?
Nope.
I've never heard of it.
It's a Canary order. They handle information, loyalty, security, all of it. Spies, basically. Or, well, we're spies. The Ben Hasrath are concerned about the breach. Magic out of control like that could cause trouble everywhere. I've been ordered to join the Inquisition, get close to the people in charge, and send reports on what's happening. But I also get reports from Ben Hasrath agents all over Orlais. You sign me on, I'll share them with your people.
Get away from me, spy. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Let's investigate further.
You're a Kunari spy and you just told me.
Whatever happened at that conclave thing, it's bad. Someone needs to get that breach closed. So whatever I am, I'm on your side.
You still could have hidden what you are.
From something called the Inquisition. I'd have been tipped sooner or later. Better you hear it right up front from me.
Okay, we'll appreciate your honesty.
What would you send home in these reports of yours?
Enough to keep my superiors happy. Nothing that'll compromise your operations. The Canary want to know if they need to launch an invasion to stop the whole damn world from falling apart. You let me send word of what you're doing, it'll put some minds at ease. That's good for everyone.
Okay, okay. So actually, it must. Yeah. So he told us because we're a Kunari, perhaps. So in other playthroughs, if you're not a Kunari, does he not tell you? That's interesting. That's interesting. Cool. And Rich, do we know that Mark Hamill voiced the Joker? Yes, I did know that. In fact, that's been one of his biggest roles that he's done since the original Star Wars, is his voice acting. He's got a massive voice acting career. And of particular note, he's voiced the Joker, I think, in the Arkham games, as well as the animated series as well, I think. Yeah, he's amazing. He's an amazing voice actor. He's incredible. All right, so you don't remember Iron Bull revealing he's a spy. Well, maybe it does pay to be Kunari in this instance.
What's in these Ben Hasrath reports you're offering to share?
Enemy movements, suspicious activity, intriguing gossip. It's a bit of everything. Alone they're not much, but if your spy master is worth a damn, she'll put him to good use.
He's good.
She?
I did a little research. Plus, I've always had a weakness for redheads.
Oh, me too. Fair enough. Get away from me. You're hired. Yep. Well, you're hired.
All right, you're in.
Excellent. Prem, tell the men to finish drinking on the road. The Chargers just got hired.
What about the casks, Chief? We just opened them up with axes.
Find some way to seal them. You're Tevinter, right? Try blood magic. We'll meet you back at Haven.
Alright, we now have Mr. Iron Bull. Why don't we chuck him in the party and replace Cassandra? So let's grab Sarah, Solus, and Iron Bull.
Sarah, how did you get an entire beehive into Colin's training dome?
I don't know, can't remember. What? Things can go sideways if you think too hard.
But it's a beehive, full of bees. Most people would pay attention.
That's why most people get stung.
That almost makes sense. Of a sort.
Oh, I'm hoping there's going to be good banter in this game. He has a great chin moustache. Iron Bull's AI is wonky, especially with his class, unfortunately. Okay, well, we'll see how we go. You love Sarah, so sad she hates mages. Well, yeah, I'm keen to see how that unfolds, because maybe it's just something about the mage organization. I'm interested to see what happens there. We need to learn more. But right now, we are going to do some exploration on this coast. We need to try and find our soldiers. Let's see if we can find our soldiers before we finish up for the day. And, oh, I better... Oh, I don't know how I want to build Mr. Bull yet. Probably a two-handed hanky dude, right? Don't know. We'll just leave him unbuilt for the moment. Hopefully we don't need his extra skills just yet. But I'm leaning towards building all of them as tanks because they can do some pretty cool thing using guard to put extra shields on everyone in the party once you put enough points into the right spots. So I'll probably look at doing that with Cassandra and Iron Bull at least. But I'll need to figure that out. Alright, Danny, you won't spoil anything. Alright, thank you very much.
Those must be the bandits Harding mentioned.
You think it's more that she has a healthy fear of mages, Frosty? Okay, good, good, good. And actually, I got to have a tank in the party, that's true, so maybe I should just set him up to be a full tank off the bat. But Iron Bull isn't a tank, Cassandra is. You can still build him as a tank, but he won't... Well, he's more suited for two-handed weapons, right? But let's see. Definitely not a tank, rightio. I've read someone else did set up all the melee warriors using tank abilities for some good team survivability. I'll fiddle with that later. Alright, let's set some fire on these guys. Boom! How do you like that? Oh, they've got shields. Oh, what's Iron Bull fighting? No, everyone on this one, please, because it's right on me. Knock him down. Yes! Oh, and I need to use my spirit sword a lot more. Especially when I've got it charged up like that. There we go. Advance to the rendezvous point. Oh, there's a whole bunch of collectibles up on the beach here. They look delicious. What are they? Some sort of metals. Iron. Oh,
you ever do your fade thing and pretend you can fly? Just flap your arms and zip around in there. Maybe bang some hot fade ladies.
No, such behavior attracts the attention of demons.
Ah! Demons shit up everything.
Ha! Whilst you're in the fade, just fly about. Like Neo! So it is possible, but wouldn't be all that much effective. That's cool. I'll do a bit of research to find out what works and what doesn't, and what I think I want to try and set up in our parties. Cassandra gets unkillable at one point. Okay. Along with the other tank character, whereas Bull always seems squishy in battle, sadly. Okay, duly noted. Because I think Blackwall's the other warrior dude, right? And I have heard of people using two tanks, and where one protects the other, and they sort of then together protect the whole party. So that would be interesting, but I like having lots of damage output from the party. But we don't have infinite potions and stuff, so it might need to be a bit more tactical. We'll figure it out. Plus playing a Knight Enchanter, hopefully that works to our favour too, right? To be honest, one is enough. 1 tank, 1 barrier, 2 DPS, the standard party. And Frosty agrees. Alright, well that sounds good to me. 1 tank sounds good. Let's go to pick our favourite tank. Cassandra is annoying. I'm finding her a little bit annoying at times. Let's see. We'll play with all the characters at some point so I can get their approval ratings up. Frosty votes for Cassandra. Ooh. And on normal you can play however you like. It gets more flexible. That is true, because we're not doing it in hardcore mode. I have done a hardcore playthrough of Dragon Age Origins in the past, and there was a lot of micromanagement involved. The playthrough I did of the Mass Effect trilogy, I did all of that on the Insanity mode or Epic Hard mode, whatever it's called. We smashed it. Yoink. Alright, let's...
These must be the missing soldiers.
We should see that their families are notified.
Ah, balls. So the soldiers are indeed dead. That sucks. Bandit notes. These notes were found near the murdered Inquisition soldiers. The paper is not crumpled or torn, as though it were left behind instead of dropped. It's not our place to disagree. They're attempting to set themselves up along the shore, and we have orders. We are the sword, not the hand that wields it. You taught me that. If they're worthy, let them come with the Mercy's crest. The blades of Asarian will listen. You will only get yourself cast out, or worse.
Our men were murdered by a group called the Blades of Hasarian.
If you're interested, it looks like we can challenge their leader.
Right. Blades and their challenges. Biggest sword wins.
Sounds pretty good. Let's go challenge their leader. Oh, and there's a map.
It looks like the bandits are camped further along the beach.
Most excellent. Let's go sort these dickheads out. Take out the leader. Make the rest of them follow us. Join our army. Repent for what they have done. Come here, where did you go? Let me hit you with my spirit sword. Wapow!
Good.
Alrighty. So actually you've done Nightmare on this game solo with no party. Wow, that's impressive. Was that a new game plus or something? And Frosty, so Cassandra has epic disgusted noises. Yeah, assassins are DPS gold, squishy as hell though. Okay, cool. If you kill stuff before you get killed, that's true. The best defense is a good offense, eh? Can be when you do it right. Nah, new game. Oh, really? It's a full new game. It's not all that hard. Some builds can be broken. What build did you use? That was an assassin build, was it? Where you did the damage before they could damage you? I've heard that Knight Enchanters can be quite powerful. Right, climb this ladder. What's up here? Nothing. That was pointless. Yeah, Assassin Archer. Ah, Archer. Yeah, especially if you stack some points into long shot, right? So you can, like, snipe them for extra damage at super long range before they can even get to you. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we need to be heading south. This way. Ah, they were epic before they got nerfed. Ah, okay, so Knight Enchanters got nerfed, did they? So I'm playing a nerfed character, or maybe just a more balanced one. The original Knight Enchanter could solo dragons. Wow. Alright, well, hopefully we can still do good stuff. With the right build. Yeah, I remember just some of the tips that I watched on YouTube included people saying that, yeah, Knight Enchanters were overpowered, but they were old videos, so I did wonder if updates or patches changed some of that. Let me do a save before we go too much further. The Ultimate Mage Tank. Well, I loved my Arcane Warrior in Dragon Age Origins, because I was the Ultimate Mage Tank. Indestructible. Much fun. I wanted Arcane Warrior to be a possible specialization in this one, but I'm having to settle for going with Knight Enchanter instead. I thought it was a really cool concept, especially in the first time I played Dragon Age Origins and I first unlocked that specialization. Thought it was a really cool idea. I've never had a game before that sort of uses mages to form this sort of warrior, like a proper, you know, not even a battle mage, because, well, it kind of is a battle mage, but it's still focused on melee warrior style combat, but using magic to empower it, rather than, you know, being a battle mage, where you're still a mage, but you're more in the face of battle, casting fire and frost, all that sort of shit. Feels like a Jedi. Yeah, that's true. Alright, let's see if we can hit them both with some fire. Yes, we can. Yeah. Smacked him. Fall. One thing that's interesting is there doesn't appear to be healing spells in this. You seem to be able to only heal using potions, I think. So it's like shields and barriers and potions. No heals per se. Is that right? Yeah, no heals, just potions. Cool. And revives. You can revive, which is kind of cool. But yeah, that was a bit interesting because they're trying to set up Solus as a healer. I'm like, oh, there is no heals. Barriers and guards to mitigate, yep. Right, here's the camp. You taking them all out? Who are we fighting? Syrian Archer, that sounds good. Let's slap down some fire over here, carefully. Nope, let's go to no! Keep it paused, please. There we go, slap that down there. Go. Oh, knock this damn doggo back. Alright, let's get a shield on ourselves. Put the barrier up. Possibly have not engaged in this combat as smartly as I could have. We're not focusing fire well enough. Potion, please. Potion. Let's slap some more fire down on these dickheads. Good. Once we can use Fade, the Fade cloak ability, that might help us a bit more too. Oh, we're really guzzling the potions now. Knock him down. Okay, cool. Oh dear. This has not gone as well as I'd hoped. Let's load that up and do that again. It's more tactics required. We need a taunter, yeah. Well, we haven't got one right now because I haven't got Iron Bull built that way, but that's okay. We can still work to this. Let's tell everyone just to halt here. Open the door. Right, let's not take on everyone all at once. Here we go. Go, go, go. Okay, one down. Next one. No, not down yet. Come on, get her down. Okay, cool. Now, doggos. These are hefty looking doggos. Let's... Oh! Rude. Revive me. Okay, switch back. Barrier time. Everyone, focus on this. Let's put some fire down. Let's drink a potion. That's better. Oh, good hit. Come on, Bull. What are you doing? Oh, I've told... Come on, dude. Get in the fight. Why? Does that do it? We unhold him. Tactics mode. Fight. Go, go, go. That's better. Okay, try that. Let's try some more. Fire these. Bloody hounds are tough. Alright, nearly got him down. We must exact revenge for our soldiers. Come on, team. Make them proud. Shatter it. Yes. The shatter does bonus damage, and it's also very fun to watch. Let's put another barrier up for our team members. Okay, hound is down. Oh. Alright. Now we take out the shieldy man. As long as Iron Bull isn't copping too much damage from too many angles. Knock him down. Oh yes, a shatter. Very satisfying. Yeah, I paused in midair before. I didn't mean to. I keep hitting space to pause because that's what you do in the other Dragon Age games, and I keep hitting it in this one, and instead of pausing, we are jumping. So then I remember, oh shit, no, it's the other button, and then I hit it, and we're paused in midair. All right, let's. Oh, hang on, no, let's not use that one. Let's go shatter. Yes, I do love that rock throw ability for shattering. This is the leader here, too. Oh, so... What was that? There was something about an optional thing to requisition Mercy's crest. What does that mean? Requisition Mercy's crest to challenge the leader. Is that where you could take a different approach and just go and take out the leader? Yeah, that's what I was just wondering. Killing them all loses you people that you can employ as spies, but it is satisfying. So how do we do it? I want to recruit them. That's what I was trying to do. So how do we do that? Do we have to instead... Let's go back. Sorry for the rewind. You go to the requisitions table and craft it. Aha! That makes sense. Cool. That's what we're doing. Hang on. That is here, is it? No, that's Storm's. The requisitions table. Is that at the camp? Yes, camp. Cool. Thank you, Frosty. You are a legend. So we craft the Mercy's crest.
Nothing to report, sir.
We need a Deep Stalker hide. Okay, well we can't do that yet because we haven't found a Deep Stalker to put in to build it with yet. Okay, that's fine. I will try and do some of that in between sessions. So we'll probably stop here for tonight. At least we got to temporarily take some revenge on those guys. So in between streams, which will be not tomorrow night, but the night after, I will continue to explore some of this area, as well as maybe do some of the boring, grindy stuff both here and back in the hinterlands to try and expand some of that. Then we'll probably play through some of the side content here for some of these missions. We might look at progressing to see what we do with that mage meeting. I'm not sure. We'll sort of play it by ear a little bit. I am open to suggestions on what we should be doing in what order. But I do want to try and just get more things organized so we can pick and choose and do the fun, interesting stuff during the streams like we were just doing there. Giant spiders. Oh, so there is one close to that camp along with giant spiders. Oh, as big as a huntsman. Oh, there's always big ass spiders in these damn games. And more Sarah action. Yes, hopefully that's what we'll do. We'll get some more Sarah action, Sparkle Sauce, for sure. But we're slightly over time for tonight. I don't want to risk running late in the sessions all the time. So we'll come back. We'll come back, we'll challenge the leader, and we'll take him the hell down. They are bigger, but not by far. Big giant spiders. Well, they do always remind me of huntsmen. The big hairy ones in Skyrim remind me of our giant bloody huntsman spiders. Gross. But unfortunately, we must battle them, but that's fine. They don't bother me to the point where I can't play the game, but I do hate them. I do hate them a lot. Cool. All right. That's it for this session tonight. Thank you very much for coming along. I hope that was entertaining for you. It definitely was for me, and I definitely loved having all of your input and guidance throughout this. It's so much better having you all on for the journey. For those who haven't yet, please consider joining our Discord. I've just put the links in the chat. They're also in my About profile on Twitch. They're also in the description below if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook. We have an awesome community there that includes lols, memes, general chit-chat, cool as hell pet pics, even cooler community art. Get to see some of the creations that people do. We also have links to free games when they come up on some of the game launches as well. But also you can sort of chat offline, have your say offline, help shape what we do next and give us some feedback along the way. Yes. Cool. Alrighty. Frosty, you need to think about dins. You're suddenly hungry. You go get some dins. I'll go get some water because I've got a little bit of a sweat working up here. But yes, that will do for tonight. Thank you everyone who's been coming along. It's so much better with you on for the ride. This has been Nerdedness. I've been Shade. You guys have been awesome. We'll see you again in 2 days' time.